Hello, everybody, and welcome to Roll with Advantage. It's okay, that part wasn't in there.
Kayla's burps.
Yeah, Kayla had a little baby burp, apparently. That's okay. It happens.
The chat box.
Happens
it
to
has
everybody.
returned.
Yes, there is
Yay.
on that side a small little chat box. Yep. After some work with the resident artist here at RWA, we were able to figure out a good way to make it work so it didn't seem too cluttered or crowded. And we also made our little display thing right there a little bit wider too. Now, the only downside, I think, on the RP screen is that it's just a little small. So next time I'll try and make it a little bit bigger. But if we go to the combat screen, obviously that hasn't changed very much. That is still the same from what it was just a few weeks ago. Yeah, there you go. So as my players send gifts in the chat,
which I want to do.
Yes, of course. Let's go ahead and roll the intro, and then we can go ahead and dive in to episode 56 of the Explorers of Efera. Tonight's session entitled "To Warp Flesh." What does that mean? We'll have to. Yep, we'll have to watch and find out. All right, and we're back. And with that, we should go ahead and dive into this evening's session. And as is tradition here on Roll with Advantage, player done summaries. Yay! So, as I have to double check every single time, this time I do know who's doing the summary, and that is going to be LS all the way down catty corner to me, right down there, that way. So LS, whenever you're ready, take it away.
So we entered the abyss, and it sucked. It was not a happy place, and
that's where we'll pick up. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Sorry.
We saw these. Did we ever get the name of what those big giant things were?
Night Watchers?
Night Walkers.
Yeah, okay, I was right the first time.
Okay. These big giants, which are apparently called Night Walkers, and they look like they're out of H.P. Lovecraft, were sucking up souls and vomiting up these undead coral thingies. But we managed to stealth past them. In the next area, we saw the crying specter of a child who Morgonix knew from studying of the abyss that once she's here, there's not really anything that can be done for her, and though it killed the party, they also knew that their time was short, so they navigated past her and immediately regretted it as one of those crazy Lovecraft things sucked her up and vomited out a coral thing. We came to an area with a lot of water that we had to cross in little rivers and pools, and knew instinctively that falling into the water would be bad. So Varnas cast Water Walk, which was a great idea. Would have been cool if it worked. Second we stepped on the water, an aboleth popped up like surprise, and it was the worst game of whack-a-mole ever. We all got hit with a disease that means we can't heal out of water, which sucks. We did manage to kill it. The disease set in, and we realized exactly how fucked we were. We got to a safer area to take a short rest, had some talks. Alec made a prayer to Asticia, who at least gave them the blessing of avoiding the recurring every few minute acid damage of this particular disease, so they don't have to worry about that for a day. And they went onward. They came across more of the coral vomiters and the coral vomited, respectively, and once again tried to stealth by. This went not as great as last time, but with Wall of Light and a bunch of other stuff, they did manage to get by, but not without taking some damage. And then we came to this next area, which is apparently overseen by sirens, and immediately most of us failed a save against it, and now we think it's a really good idea to just fucking jump. Yeet me into the abyss. And that is where we left off.
Yes, exactly. So as the party enters in, passing the Cove of 10,000 Lost Souls, the first area they were in, traversing now into the second, the Great Chasm of the Sirens Song. Entering the Great Chasm from exiting the small caves that interconnected the two. Alice is right. All of you, as you were beginning to your ascent up the one side of the cliff in order to cross the bridge to get to where you needed to go, you could hear the Sirens Song, these bird-like women hybrid that were singing this beautiful song. And some of you were unable to save yourselves from those effects. And as they sing, the music fades in your ears, and you're only left with your own thoughts. And you can feel this compulsion, this want. Not need. You don't need to do this, but you really, really, really want to jump. Somebody holds you back. You're not going to go against what they say, because there's a chance it could hurt, but there's something down there, and you want to see it. You really want to see it. So, with that, if I remember correctly, the individuals who failed that saving throw were Alec, right?
This is correct.
It was Alec. Let's see, what thing do we want to use here? It was Alec, Morganix, I believe.
Yeah.
And Moku. Those were the individuals who were afflicted by this Sirens Song. Let me go ahead and mark those here. Okay. So as Morganix and Alec and Moku, so Varnast, you can see your two companions and Moku, they just slowly begin to scoot their heels towards the edge, just looking over this very thin, well, maybe it's about 4.5, maybe 5 feet wide stairwell that leads up this cliffside as you just sort of, they're peering over and getting a little too close for comfort. You can see Jinx kind of grab Moku and be like, "What are you thinking? Stop that."
Varnast is a trained individual. Does he recognize?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He knows something's off, obviously, but like, does he recognize like this is a bunk on the head, or this is like I need to talk them out of this kind of situation?
This is kind of a take damage thing.
Okay. We don't have time to mess around, so Varnast is going to walk right behind them, grab them by the heads, and clock them together.
Very efficient.
Yeah. Okay, so both of you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, but the effects are ended. As the two of you kind of shake out of it, Jinx sees you do that, Varnast, and she just kind of like takes one of her claws and just kind of scratches it in Moku's arm, and he goes, "Ah, what was that for? Oh, why am I so close to the edge? No. Oh.
Thank you, Varnast.
Feel what happens? Like, can we feel like our minds were being compelled to do something? Like when we came out of it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You had this,
and we know where the source of that was from.
Yeah, you had this compulsion to jump.
Great. I Alec is going to rip off some fabric and stuff it in her ears.
Yeah, Morgonix too. They were wearing masks in the previous map, so
Okay, they're now earplugs now.
Yep.
As any good mask should become.
I'm okay with that.
Alec does give Varnast a look, but she understands what needed to be done.
He just goes,
Just
what?
thanks him. She says, "Thank you, Varnast."
I didn't stab you.
Her
I coulda-
eyes narrow.
Could have kicked you off the ledge.
He just shrugs.
Good body language talk.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, yeah, all of you.
Oh, also,
Mhm.
Alec is gonna like rip off an extra 2 pieces, and she's gonna look at Morning Light and just say, I think this is going to be very uncomfortable, but it is for your own safety. And she's gonna shove some wads of fabric in his ears.
You see him kind of like swat at it for a little bit, but then as soon as the singing, he can tell that the singing's gone away. He kind of just pouts.
I'll just pat him on the head.
As he just continues to roar a little bit more, but then eventually he stops.
We should try to hurry through here.
Yep.
That was
Something
already too close for comfort.
something that is very odd to all of you. As soon as so immediately after getting knocked, your senses knocked back into you, you begin to stuff the fabric into your ears, and all of you in this current moment, in order to have this be successful in preventing the effect, you'll need to be considered deafened. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
All right. Just so we're all on board here, let me go ahead and put deafened in on your little Toki boys.
What could go wrong?
Oh no, we don't want to add dog.
We all know ASL, right?
you all know. You mean ISL, Illica Sign
Yes.
Language?
Yeah.
Hey.
All right, sorry. Let me just so because I probably not, but this may come in handy to know who's deafened and who's not later on. I'm sure nothing's gonna try and interfere with your deafness.
Obviously not.
Yeah, no. Okay, so all of you are just you stuff your ears, and all you can hear is this sort of just this very muffled noise. This it almost sounds like speaking as soon as you jam the fabric into your ears, but you're not going to pull the fabric out to find out what it is. The one thing that is still active, obviously, is your sight and your sense of smell. And one thing that you notice is shortly after you tuck that fabric in your ears, and your sense of smell just begins to work maybe just a little bit better in that sort of brief few moments as you begin your ascent back up the stairs, there is just this putrid smell that begins to permeate this cavern. And at first, it's not noticeable. But then it just continues to get stronger and stronger and stronger. This smell of sick bile and acid, burning flesh, things like that. It is rancid, disgusting, awful. It's terrible. And you just continue your ascent up. And you don't really hear anything being deafened. But as all of you are making your way up, I'd like the 3 party members here to go ahead and make a perception check for me. This is entirely sight-based, which is why Doggerland doesn't get to participate in this, because his is mostly smell-based and hearing-based, and his smellers are a little clogged right now.
22 for Varnast.
13.
Okay, 12, 13, 22. Okay, so Morganix and Alex, the 2 of you don't notice anything, but Varnast, as with most of the time, you do notice something.
Eagle eye.
Well, that as soon as you see it, you wish you didn't. As you're maybe about halfway up the cliffside now, you can see this form right at the edge of your vision of the cavern. just slowly floating. It is incredibly large. It's hard to make out its exact form or shape due to the darkness that's surrounding it, but it is most likely maybe 30 to 40 feet wide and 30 to 40 feet tall, slowly just floating out of the chasm. And you can hear the sounds of chains clicking together, metal banging on metal loosely. Oh, well, never mind. You can't hear, actually. No. You can't hear. All you can see is this grotesque form. There's no solid shape to it. As you continue to look, you can just see its form just vaguely oval-shaped. It's just kind of growing these, almost like large pimples. And then you can see one of them swell until it's large and white and red around the edges, and then just pop as it splatters some type of sickly acidic pus on the wall that just begins to melt away the stone. And just as you peer just a little bit longer, as you're getting close to the top of this ascent, so where you can cross the bridge, not only do you see the siren-like creatures, these half bird, half women, just sort of flying around, swinging in circles, but you see something. You can finally discern a face. You can see two different sized eyes, the size of shields, just in different places on what would be considered a face. A mouth with sharp, gnashing teeth, with bits and pieces of slimy, wet flesh that sort of hang over what would be the lips, connecting it to what you might even be able to consider a chin, maybe. Just this bulbous form barely holding itself together. And you see these chains. You finally realize that whatever this form is, it's being tied together by these chains. And you can see it finally begin to rise and finally come to shape as you see it. And the small bit of light that is in this area gives you a much better idea of what it looks like. So let me go ahead and character art, and let me share what you see. Now, if you're not a fan of body horror, I suggest you don't look at this piece of art.
Show it. Yeah. Just gonna say.
Look at this boy.
And you can and you can see all of this pus and acid and slime just falling off of it or sticking to the sides of the caverns and melting away the snow, or melting away the rock and stone as it just slowly, so slowly begins to hover up as all of you make your way to the cavern. And as soon as you make your way to the top of this sprawling staircase leading to the bridge in order to cross the chasm, you can feel how incredibly dense the air is up here. There is this fog almost that kind of permeates this entire area, but it's not that it's even hard to traverse. It's just that trying to make sure you're walking where you should be, you have to take extra time to do so. So, just being on top of this cavern and crossing this bridge, for right now, your movement speed is reduced by 5. Okay? Now that includes base movement speed, that includes if you choose to fly, that includes any type of movement. Okay?
Sure.
All right. So, you get there, and then all 6 of you make your way up the staircase. You can see the bridge, you can see the different sirens flying around in different movements, and you can see a thin, narrow bridge stretching across this cavern, and you can see this entity slowly beginning to rise, not yet able to do anything to all of you yet, but you can see the sirens. Should you step on the bridge, well, they are going to have something to say about that. So with that,
I'm gonna feel around and try to get everyone's attention. And I'm gonna quickly, if I have time, write on a piece of paper or parchment, I'm sorry, and hold up. Do we fight? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
The question is, do we fight?
Doesn't understand what you wrote.
Oh, God damn it.
And just kind of looks at you with the concerned look on her face. And she looks like she feels really bad.
I hold up a finger and I look to Varnast and emphasize the page again.
How many sirens do we see?
Right now you see 4 smaller sirens, and then on the opposite end of the bridge, preventing you from moving any further, there is 1 very large siren. Seems to almost be a conductor.
Chain monstrosity boy. I know he's like moving upwards. How far away is he from like the bridge? If we had to guess.
At this point, probably about 120 to 130 feet.
I'm gonna quickly write again. To fight on the side, then in the middle of the bridge. And then another question mark and show it to Varnast.
He points to you, gives a thumbs up, points to him and Alec, and does that like hand wobble thing.
Alec is gonna like run in place and then shrug. As if, do we run for it?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Varnast wouldn't have picked that up, so he
Well,
has no
she's
idea.
trying.
Here, if it
No, I
gives you,
respect
She
that.
writes it down, and she will just write "run" and circle it, and then kind of look up with a look on her face.
let me move you to the map so you can understand the
Okay.
situation
Oh,
you're
this would
in.
be better.
I
Yeah.
love this game of charades we're playing, though. Oh my god, look at this skinny ass bridge.
Oh, it's a fucking rope bridge.
We do not
No.
want to fight in the middle of the bridge. If we want to fight, we want to do it here and draw them to us.
Where's the big floaty chain boy?
So he is right in the middle. So let me go ahead and unveil him there.
Oh,
Shit, he's so big. Okay.
Now he's 120 feet down right now.
Right.
But this bridge, you can tell it's not wooden rope, it is metal and chain, but you can tell that the more people that are on this, the more stress that it's under, there's a likelihood that the bridge could break. The chains could snap.
we decided that at least 2 of us were going to go on the magic carpet for anything precarious.
I mean, Moku and Jinx can just stick to the carpet, it's theirs, and it makes them easier to manage. Plus, they're both ranged, so I mean, wherever they are, they'll be able to get some shots and some abilities off.
If we're going to fight, we need to draw them, otherwise we need to try and run. I don't want to fight in the middle of that fucking bridge.
Yeah, it's just easier for some of us over others. Plus, we don't know what their abilities are. I don't know, like, what do we know about Sirens, Joe, other than singing song, like, in terms of, like, how they fight?
Hit and run. Like dive bombing. Like, that's what these particular creatures are known for.
The problem also is, I don't know how these things operate. They might just cut the bridge if we ignore it for too long.
Next is going to, questioningly looking at Varnast, tap run a couple of times.
Joe!
Alec is just standing, looking at between the both of them, not understanding what is being discussed.
Right, but with Varnast's insight, I think he would probably guess that Morganix is like, whether they fight or run, she's down, but she's really trusting his opinion on this.
Oh.
So Ryan, don't fuck up.
Why me?
I'd say at this point, as you guys are kind of going back and forth, the giant creature is about 100 feet away from the bridge now.
Fuck.
Because it can only move 20 feet around, so it's a slow boy.
Can only move how many feet around?
20 feet.
Okay.
It has a hover speed of 20 feet.
Varnas motions for the paper and parchment.
He gives it to him.
Takes some time to write. It's not the prettiest writing because he's in a hurry. Don't judge him. Flips it over. Alec and I go on bridge. Draw fire. Rest of you support. Question mark. He adds that. He looks back at the paper and then adds the question mark.
Morganix is gonna look around a couple of times, like look at the stuff and look to him, and look at the bridge and look to him, and cringingly nod.
He gives a nod and he turns over to Alec. Are these ears so stuffed that if Varnas got like really close to Alec, she still couldn't hear him?
In order to stop the magic of the song, yes. You could mouth words very slowly, and I'd say Alec could probably understand that.
Okay. Well, he'll try something simpler. He'll point to Alec and he'll point to himself, and he'll point like dead center to the bridge. He'll point at Morganix, and he'll just kind of like point at the ground where they are. And then he just motions to the carpet and motions all around and shrugs like I don't fucking know where they're gonna go, but they'll support.
Alec will slowly nod. You can see she's very concerned about the big floating creature in the middle, but she's not scared. She's just concerned. But she nods.
You and 5 others, my friend.
Before they go, Morganix is gonna hold up a finger and go over to Alec, and she's gonna take out a spell scroll, and she's gonna cast. Give me a second, because the spell is loading. She is going to cast Dragon's Breath on her.
That's badass.
With lightning damage.
Is that an action?
I'm gonna paste it into the chat.
I think Dragon's Breath, casting it's a bonus action, but I think Dragon's Breath itself is an action, but I don't
Can use its
remember
action
exactly.
to exhale a 15-foot
I'm gonna
cone.
give her something kind of ranged.
Better than a javelin, yeah.
It's not bad. Plus, it might be able to hit multiple of them if you're lucky. More options is never a bad thing.
The one thing I will say is, considering Morganix's upbringing, she would probably understand that cold fire and lightning damage against a creature like that would maybe be not very effective.
The big middle thing or the sirens?
Okay,
the
what
big middle
about-
thing.
Okay, poison then. Would she still think those are effective against the sirens?
Against the sirens, lightning, cold fire, or poison would be good. But against the big thing, poison, lightning, cold, and fire, especially poison, is no.
Oh, so acid is the only thing that would...
Acid is the only thing that you know of that this creature doesn't have any type of resistance or immunity to.
Okay, then I would give her acid. I was just thinking because we smelled like acidy things that maybe not, but that was operator error.
It's all right.
By the way, are these sirens or harpies?
They are, like, mechanically they're harpies, but the way that they're luring people in, I'm calling them sirens.
Oh yeah, that's fine, because I just hovered over it and it said harpy, and I was like, wait.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Mechanically, they're
That's fine.
harpies, but
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries.
Retcon something?
What?
DM call. Could I change something?
Yeah, sure.
Could I have cast it on Doggoin instead?
Yeah, sure. If you wanted to, I'd say Doglin
What?
is smart enough to understand not to hurt somebody.
Because doesn't Alec already have some ranged, whereas Doggoin has fucking zip?
Yeah. I mean, I could throw javelins all day. Doglin can do nothing else but bite.
Yeah.
And claw.
Okay, I'm casting it on Doggo.
Okay, Doglin can now breathe acid.
I have 2 questions, Joe.
Yes.
First question.
Okay.
Could, in theory, because of how strong Alec is,
Yeah.
have Doggo, like, on her back and, like, fight that way? Completely up to you. I'm just asking.
Yeah, it would just then. I mean, I would maybe give you another like 5 penalty to your movement,
That's fine.
just because
No.
you're just carrying
Okay.
something extra.
Okay.
So you'd be
Second
at 50
question.
then.
I would be at 45.
45. Okay.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's 10. Second question. Not
Yeah.
a question. Alec is going to, before they move, she's just going to take one of her extra javelins and tie a rope to it.
Ah,
And just-
yes, that is a very good idea.
Yeah. And she's going to, like, gesture to Varnas to watch what she's doing and offer him one.
He will watch to see what she's doing first, but he'll take it.
Okay, so she ties a really long piece of rope to a javelin, and then she... Alec's acting skills here. She is going to gesture like she's falling, and then grabbing the javelin, she's going to pretend to throw it up, catch it with her other hand, and then secure the rope with the other.
Oh,
Like
boy.
to use it as an anchor if you fall.
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
Joe,
Yes, I will note that the creature is now, let's see, what did I say? 100 feet is now 80 feet away.
God damn it.
I-
But just last question.
Yes.
Varnas knows Alec means well. He's a big old dude wearing full plate mail. Would a javelin thrown at a wall really support his weight even if he did fall?
It could. It could help. It just depends on how hard you throw the javelin. Because if you scrape the wall, it might not do anything. But you could distribute your weight well enough so that if you do fall, it is at least a backup plan that's not completely pointless. It could
Okay.
save your life.
That's fine. Then he will take
This
it.
is the stupidest thing we've ever done.
No, we've done way dumber shit than this.
Let's go, baby. All right.
Let's go.
The fuck are we doing?
Jinx and Moku are looking at all of this like, nope, 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 nope.
And obviously we relay the plan to them.
Yeah, of course. They were the entire time they were studying. They were like, "This is your guys' bag. We're just here to help." Okay.
Fair
yeah.
enough.
All right.
Make it clear.
So with that, all of you would like to get into whatever position you want. So,
I guess I'll go here.
okay. Here, we'll just say you and Doglin go on the same turn, okay?
Okay, thank you.
And I'll just put Doglin over here just to manage his
cool.
HP, but we'll say that he's just
Thank
on
you.
your back, okay?
Thanks.
And then Moku and Jinx, they'll hop on the carpet and they will go right up to the edge here and they will wait for you guys to move. So what I'll do is I'll allow you one free use of all of your movement and then we're going to roll initiative, okay?
Okay.
Does that include dashing?
So you two can be in range of each other. Yeah, I'll say we can have you dash. Just this like mad sprint as you go.
Okay.
Dash is your movement speed. Like,
Double.
Twice.
Actually, I think Morganix wants to be closer to the bridge. If it becomes clear she's got to bolt over it.
Okay.
Valid.
She's trying to save those wings if she can.
Yep,
All right,
yep,
so
yep.
Varnas. Okay, so we're gonna get to some overlap here, but like 60 feet's like right there.
Alec can move 90 feet.
Let me double check that.
Do you guys want to stick together,
went
or
one? I mean, what do you think, Alec? Together or nah?
I don't know if it's smart to bunch up.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, like, I mean, we're close enough to go to the other's aid in case.
Yeah,
of
we're
emergency
30
without
feet
being
apart.
right next to each other. I'm
Yeah.
okay with
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And I'll to remove any confusion, I'll move it over to the side, but just keep in mind this creature is going underneath the bridge. It is like directly underneath the bridge, okay?
Okay, it's
Yeah,
under
yeah,
the
yeah.
bridge rather than above it. Gotcha.
Correct.
Yes, it is floating up from the bottom of the cavern.
Jesus Christ, what's
Okay.
down there? Okay.
Alrighty. So, with that, as the two of you just mad dash and sprint, you can see the sirens, they begin to almost like swing up and begin to fly up and then like hawk dive down towards the
Oh boy.
two of you. And with that, I would like everybody to roll for initiative. Look at that.
Oh
Look at
boy,
that.
Oh boy, oh boy. Oh wait,
Wow,
no,
this is tragic.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have advantage on initiative rolls.
You do?
Yeah,
As
it's
a-
part of my
Uh-huh.
instinctual pounce.
Yeah, it was like one of the optional features they added in Tasha's.
Oh, nice.
Oh wait, no, I lied. That's not how it works. It is.
Why?
Oh no, what is it? It is something.
Matriarch. And then the...
I mean, if you're a
Sirens.
7th level barbarian, you have advantage on initiative rolls.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to using it because it does it automatically on VTT, but it doesn't do it on D&D Beyond.
It's 13 for Morgonix.
Okay, Morgonix. Onyx.
She did use her Boots of the Vigilant. It was a shit use of it.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
have regrets.
And then Varnas was a 15.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and somebody want to roll Jinx and Moku's?
Yeah, I'm getting Moku up right now.
Jinx got a natural 1 for a 5.
Okay. All right. So -5. Got it.
Sorry, I'm getting Moku pulled up right now.
No, you're good. And then what was Alex?
I put it in the chat.
14.
14. Okay. All right. 14.
My best either.
And then
Man, I
Moku
wasted those boots. That sucks. Okay, I'm
Okay.
fine.
18 for Moku.
Moku's 18.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and say, who do you want piloting the carpet, Jinx or Moku?
Moku
Probably
seems more like a
Moku.
pilot than
Yeah,
Jinx. No
Moku.
offense.
It seems like she's got more of a level head than she does.
Yeah.
Okay. That means the carpet can only move on Moku's turn. All right.
Fair enough.
All right. So with that, let's go ahead and change up the vibe here. Oh. All right. This is something else. Okie dokie. Here we go. Begin combat. And with that, we actually start off with the Harpy, with the Siren Matriarch here. So that is where we're going to go ahead and start. So what is she going to do?
She's gonna pass.
Yeah, let's see. Movement speed of 60. How far away is Alec? Alec, you said you raged.
Yes.
Okay. So here's what she's going to do. The
Charge
matriarch.
him.
Yeah, the matriarch is going to fly up, dive down, and she is going to make how many claw attacks? 2 claw attacks at you. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2. So you do have resistance to these, and we'll see if they even hit. So that is a 9 and then a 21.
21 hits.
So the 21, you take 15 points of damage, halved to 7. But then that was 35, and she has these, so she is then going to fly up 15 feet, and we'll just
Do I
move
get
her.
attack of opportunity?
No, they are evasive, so they do not provoke attack of opportunities. They have the flyby ability. So that means they're going to swing down, claw into you twice. One of them you're able to block. The other one scratches into your shoulder, and then it's going to fly up 5, 10, 15 feet.
The
And
bitch move.
That is the bitchest move.
Yep.
All right.
And then Alec, it's your turn. This creature's flying 15 feet above you. The Sybarex is maybe.
Sorry, what?
That's what this monstrosity is called.
Okay, Alec would have hops, right?
Uh-huh.
She's jumping after this thing then, like lunging up here to get it. Can you say that Alec would be able to jump 15 feet, or is that asking too much? I don't know. How do I determine jump?
Oh,
your
jeez.
strength.
As someone who made a jump-based character recently, you can only high jump 3 plus your strength modifier, and that's if you run 10 feet. So you could not jump that high.
Even if my strength modifier is +5.
Because Morwen has the same one, and she can jump 24 feet, but she has an item that triples her jump distance.
So you could be 7 feet.
So I can't even reach this thing, is what you're saying.
Not with a melee attack.
Unless you did your Fangs of the Fire Snake. Because I believe that extends your reach.
Oh, these things are going to be annoying as fuck. Okay, hold on.
Doggo could reach.
Doggo could reach. It's not his turn. So he is going on my turn,
He's
right?
going on your turn, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't... Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you got strengths and weaknesses to every class. Barbarians are just... If it's not within 5 feet, it's just impossible to hit.
You can throw a javelin at it, but yeah.
Nah. Okay. Can you pull with Water Whip?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Okay, so as a bonus action, I guess I'll use one of my key points for this. I'm going to use Water Whip, and so I think I need to make an attack roll to, like, punch, and it'll, like, dispel out of my hand. And it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, dexterity saving throw. They're pretty okay.
If that hits, so let me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Try to reach out for it first.
Ooh, I like these strings.
They're good strings. 17, that'll definitely hit.
Okay.
Rage punch.
And that's dexterity saving throw.
Okay, saving throw. They're pretty good at these, but we'll see.
Yeah, I figured.
Nope, that's failure. That is a 3 + 6, so that's going to be a 9.
Hey, okay. So it's a D10 of damage, and I can knock it prone or pull it 25 feet closer to me.
That would do it.
I'm gonna... let's just knock it out of the air and knock it prone. And then here's... This isn't the best... Wow. Sure. Okay. So that was my first attack.
Okay.
So Alec would just being really frustrated, realizing she can't jump that high, just thrust out into the air, Avatar style, and just water coming out of her hand, but she can grab onto it, and it's just going to drag this creature and slam it into the ground onto the bridge.
Okay. Do you want to bring it closer to you? Because you still have your 2 melee attacks, right? Because Water Whip's only a bonus action.
No, I know. I'm coming. Yeah, I'm pulling it down on the ground in front of me.
Okay, so you slam it down in the bridge. You and Varnas can feel the bridge shake a little bit, but it's still intact.
Great. Now I am going to take my attacks.
Okay.
Yeah. 27.
Okay, so you move closer to it. 27, that hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That's going to be 18 plus 11.
Ooh, wow.
That 11 is
9.
radiant damage.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And here is my second attack. Another 27.
Okay, that hits. Yep.
Nice.
16 points of damage.
Okay, 16 points of damage. Okay, so with that, you...
Yep, and I already used my offhand.
Yep, well, you already used your bonus action for the Water Whip.
Yeah. Yep,
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So with that, you slash into it twice after whipping it, slamming it into the ground. You can feel that as it's, and this siren in particular is so much larger than the other ones, and in fact, it's even a little bit bigger than you, Alec. You can see, like I said, that woman form from the waist up, but then these large, sinewy, feathery wings off to the side, where it has on its 2 legs standing about maybe 10 or 12 feet high. As you're just sort of slashing into it, it's throwing up those wings. It does look pretty rough, but it is still alive.
Prone.
It is prone, yes.
That's right. All right.
Yes.
That is my turn.
Prone. There you go.
Oh, thank God for what a whip.
All right, what a whip. All right, Moku's turn.
Yeah, he's gonna hide.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's not. He's on a carpet.
Yeah, he's on a carpet. Actually, here, Kayla, do you mind if we put Moku beneath Morganix? There was a little bit of breakup between the 2 turns.
Please, that'd be great.
Okay, yeah. So we'll change his initiative to 12. I know he's not an assassin, so it doesn't really matter when he goes in combat.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I appreciate that.
okay.
Sorry. My
So then-
turn also took forever.
No, no. You're good. Okay, so then we have Varnast.
Oh, sick. All right, let's see here real quick. Okay. He's going to move a little bit closer, so he'll move just like 10 feet right there.
Okay, walking carefully on the bridge.
Yeah, walking very carefully on the bridge. He's going to bonus action throw a Shield of Faith up on himself.
Okay.
Increases AC by 2. And then, knowing that these things are kind of like dive bombers, like you said, he's going to take the dodge action. He's just kind of trying to draw them in and make himself a harder target to hit.
Okay. All right. That makes sense to me. Okay, so you move a little bit closer and take the dodge action. All right, sounds good to me. Throwing your shield up, sort of crossing the blade over it, just trying to keep an eye out for any screeching or any dive bombs that may come your way. All right. Morganix, it is your turn.
3 Eldritch Blasts at the main chick. I have a 300-foot range.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, you took Eldritch Spear? Nice.
I did. Hit somebody in the next town over if I want. Oh, why does that say Moku?
Oh, I think it's because
Weird.
I just put him down, so that's probably why.
Okay, so the first one is a 17.
17 hits.
Second
also
one is a
prone.
13.
Oh, so you have disadvantage on these attacks, actually.
Okay, so the first one is 13.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, that makes it. Oh fuck, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
because when they're
Yeah.
prone, yeah, because it's like,
Yeah.
Well, do you
Shit,
still
sorry.
want to hit the big one then, or do you want to switch targets?
Or do the other targets look like they're going to be attacking?
oh yeah, the ones flying in the air, yeah, they look keyed in on Varnast.
Okay, then I'll go for...
It's okay, Moku, I forgive you.
I'll go for the one closest to Varnast.
Okay, one closest to Varnast. This one right here.
Yeah, so my rolls were a 17 and 2 13s to hit.
All 3 of those hit.
Oh, how lovely. Okay. Damage for each one is a d10 plus 5, so that's 3d10 plus 15.
Yep.
3d10 plus 15.
Bop. 27. All right, minus 27. There we go. The bolts, all 3 of them fly off, slamming into the creature in different areas. You can hear bones crack, but the creature is still able to maintain its course and fly speed.
Yep, gonna stay there.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Then we come to Moku, which, to answer your question, no, Moku cannot hide behind Jinx.
Okay, all right. Well, it was
Worst
worth.
can.
Halflings can. Okay, that's fine. Then. Oh gosh. Okay. I don't know how wise it is to take off just yet.
It's probably not.
So, Moku is going to, with his crossbow, take aim to this one right over here.
Okay.
Yep.
Roll for an attack.
And yep.
Oh, God. Oh,
fuck
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Okay, Moku.
Yeah.
I hate to be the dick, he doesn't get sneak attack.
Oh well, yeah, no sneak attack.
Oh,
It
that's
just
right,
auto rolls it.
Okay, so that means
From
he
D&D
had
Beyond.
so a D8 plus 5 and then a D8. Okay, so that means then he would have 14 points of damage.
Okay,
which is
that's
still
good.
pretty good.
With the crit?
Yeah, with the crit, it was 14 points of damage because the sneak
Okay.
attack was 21 and then 23.
Oh, God. Okay. Yep. How's it looking?
That one's still all right.
Oh, okay. Then I will not use his ability. That's going to be his turn, and he's just going to wait for the airway to seem a little bit more clear before taking off.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Okay. So then we come to the Harpies' turns. So they are going to just begin to dive towards Varnast. So
Bring it, losers.
40, gonna dive right here. And then they are going to make 2 claw attacks. So talons emerge. 1, 2.
Oh, at disadvantage.
Oh, that's disadvantage. Okay, so that was a 19 and a natural 1 for the first one. It's going to be a miss. And then the second attack, 1, 2. That is a 16 and an 18, which is also a miss.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to fly back 10 feet. 5, 10. There you go.
Yep.
Invoking no attack of opportunity. I'm going to come over here. This one's going to fly 35 with 15 extra at the end. So we're going to get right there. It's going to take 2 attacks. 1, 2. Both with that's a disadvantage. Oh, that was a natural 20 and a 5, so that's going to be a 5.
Love
Claw,
the dodge action.
Claw. And that's going to be an 11, so that is also going to be a miss, and it's going to fly back 5, 10, 15. Then we've got this one right here, so this one's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. With 20 feet of movement left, going to make 2 claw attacks. Go through these as fast as possible. That's going to be an 18, which is going to be a miss. And then that is going to be a 22 and a 5, so that is also going to be a miss. Alrighty. So that is going to be it on its behalf. It is going to fly back 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to go ahead and get back there.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So then we come to the final harpy, or the final siren here. Oh geez, I think that this one. Okay, yeah, it's going to go ahead and move 30 feet, 35 feet, so it's right next to you, Varnast. It's also going to make 2 attacks. 1, 2. So that is going to be an 18. I think that's still a miss.
Miss.
2. And then that will be a 19. It's also a miss, right?
Yeah, that's also a miss.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. So after
Boom! Eat your action economy.
So then it's going to fly back 10 feet right there. And that'll be the end of its turn. But then it is the
Abomination.
The Abomination's turn.
Shit.
So Varnast, as it is floating above you, it is going to get 10 feet or 20 feet closer. So now it is 60 feet away.
And you mean below me, right?
Yeah, below you, yes. So it is 60 feet away, but you can see that as it is moving, as you're looking between like the sheets of metal that are currently holding you up there and the small gaps between them, you can see that it's going to look up towards you, and you can see those malformed, glowing gold eyes.
Uh-oh.
As you can see that its entire form just sort of constricts together and then releases, and as it relaxes, there is this energy wave that flies towards you, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh wait, up to 3 creatures? Oh shit. How far away is Moku? I think Moku is the closest. Okay, yeah, I need Moku, Alec, and Varnast to make Constitution saving throws.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
22.
22, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm getting there.
No, you're fine. Yeah, sorry, I know that you have 2 saving throws to make.
Ooh, well, Alex is failing. Hers was 12.
12, okay.
Moku. 13.
13, okay. So Alec and Moku both fail. Varnest, you succeed, and you are immune to this warp effect.
Oh god.
So you are now immune to it forever. Okay.
Sick.
Alec and Moku are both considered poisoned.
Poisoned and diseased.
But yeah, this place is pretty terrible.
What a cocktail.
So now you're not poisoned. So typically with being poisoned, you'd have disadvantage and a whole bunch of stuff. This is just to keep track of this the effects of this spell. So on each one of your turns, you'll make a new Constitution saving throw. And starting off, you're going to have, for failing the saving throw, you get 1 point of exhaustion. And
Oh shit, okay.
each time you fail, you get an additional point of exhaustion. This is the end of your turn.
Alright.
And if you succeed 3 saving throws in a row, then the poison effect goes away, and so does all the points of exhaustion. Okay? So the final thing is here.
Oh god, there's more. What? Wait, there's more.
So let's for fun. LS, go ahead and roll a D100 for Moku, and then Kayla, go ahead and roll a D100 for Alec.
Alright.
$82 for Moku.
No, that was for Alec.
Okay.
I just happened to click on.
It's Moku.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, new cheer. Phoenix Sun. Yeah. They gave
Jinx
you the
is back. Dude.
Yeah, my man. Welcome back. Welcome back. That's awesome. Okay. Good luck, Corgi.
Aww.
Okay, let's see. Alec was an 82.
Yep.
I'm gonna let because Phoenix cheered. I'm gonna let you reroll that one.
Oh, what a guy.
Okay. I appreciate.
Bad.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
Okay, that is better. It's less ridiculous. So, for Moku, he rolled what? An 18? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So Moku, you can see as there's this wave of energy, and it's not necessarily necrotic or evil. It is just this transmogrifying energy where you just feel your existence, your own flesh begin to warp. Ergo our title. And Varnest, as it hits you, your constitution is resolute. You are unbending, unwavering. And you manage to resist that effect, and now you permanently are immune to it. Moku, however, he is not able to resist it. And Moku, by rolling an 18, you can Jinx and Morganix, you two are able to see this. You can see one of Moku's legs grow much longer than the other one. And you can see now that his movement speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Ooh.
Okay, so as opposed to being 30 feet, his movement speed is now 20 feet.
Too bad it didn't happen to the third leg, huh?
Alec, you
That's
with
Moku.
77. Luckily, it wasn't an 82 because an 82 is ridiculous. A 77 isn't nearly as bad, but you can feel nothing affects your stats. I'll say that right away. But you can feel all of your muscles and all of your fat and like everything about you that's not just skin and bones just slowly begin to seep away as you just become thin and skeletal. And your weight is considered halved.
Oh, damn.
Weird.
This doesn't
The
affect...
bridge is now more stable. Yay.
Yeah, the bridge is now more stable. It's not as shaky, and it doesn't affect your stats at all. Just physically, when somebody looks at you, you look like you haven't eaten anything for months.
Malnourished.
Yeah, you look very malnourished. And you have to make another one of these D100 rolls every time you fail the saving throw.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. Alrighty. So then, that's the end of its turn, and we'll go ahead and go to Jinx now.
Womp.
This is stupid because I know they're Dexy, but she doesn't have a lot of spells with that amount of range. So she's gonna drop a fireball on these two over here.
Okay, sounds good.
Where it will not hit Varnast or the bridge.
Oh, yeah.
So they have to beat a 17 dex save.
Oh, wow. Okay. That should actually be... It's a little
Pretty
bit...
easy for them.
Well, Dex 17, no. These are saving throw. So that is a 12 and a 12. Wow. Those are both
Took
failures.
33 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Isn't that lovely?
So the one that was hit by your Eldritch Blast 3 times in a row just disintegrates in the flames.
Love
As
it.
the fire just completely consumes it and it just burns away to nothingness. The other one taking 33 points, it is on fire and it is not looking good at all, but it is still alive.
Cool.
Alrighty. So with that, however, Varnast and Alec, you do feel it doesn't affect the bridge at all, but it's worth noting that from the extreme amount of pressure that was torn by the fireball, you can feel the bridge just kind of shake a little bit one way and then back to the other. It doesn't.
I would have aimed it as far to the east as possible.
Yeah, of
to
course.
Only just hit them.
Yeah,
okay.
but there's still that like
Right.
force that comes out of like the flame and the fire in the air. It doesn't affect
Yeah.
anything. This is just like flavor.
There's a scientific word for what happens when that happens, and I can't remember it, and it's bugging me. Continue.
boom force is what it's called.
Boom force. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like whenever like a nuke goes off and there's like that air wave, it's called boom force. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Right.
So then we go to the Harpy Matriarch, or to the Siren Matriarch, and she is going to prone, look up at Alec and be like, "Nah, fuck this," and she is going to. Now the thing is, since she wasn't flying already, Alec, she is going to fly away from you, and you do get an attack of opportunity because she wasn't already flying in the air.
Do I and Dogalin get an attack of opportunity?
I'll let Dogalin have an attack of opportunity with disadvantage because he's on your back.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, all right.
Now-
Womp.
She would have stood up before she did it, so it's not with disadvantage.
Okay, well, I only rolled an 11 for Alec's attack,
Okay?
and I don't think that hits.
No, an 11 does not hit.
Okay, that's no problem. Doggo, get a little bite in there, boy.
He uses breath.
That's a better question. Can he use his breath? Joe.
I heard. I was thinking. You know what? Fuck it. Sure. It's cool. I'll allow it.
Okay.
So he just kind of peers over your shoulder as it goes to fly away. He just just hurls acid.
What is the roll there?
It's a dex saving throw on her part.
Okay, dope.
DC, what was it on the scroll?
I'm scrolling back up. I think it is my DC.
Yeah. So
Which is-
17.
Yeah.
Okay, saving throw. That is a natural 1, so that's going to be a failure.
3d6.
Roll your 3d6. Relish in it.
Doggo. Rah.
14. All right.
I'll duck her head.
Yep, ducks her head. This thin, malnourished Alec as acid just sprays out past the bridge.
What did you eat?
Past the bridge, not on the metal bridge. Past the bridge, over onto the harpy's back, and you can see it begin to singe through some of the fibrous skin connecting the wings, and it is going to fly. Let's see, that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, right there. And it is going to... all of you are currently deafened right now, so that doesn't... Ooh, okay. So, Alec, considering how much damage you did to it, it's going to look towards you, and you can see it sort of like pulling... almost like it's like... like weaving something, where it is doing like embroidery, like pulling something through over and over again until there's this image that begins to form. And you can start to see a picture begin to form. You can see a small village in the middle of the jungle of Kanjiado. You can see Grandma Tala running along with her wolf. You can see your father looking at you, smiling, beckoning you to come home. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. We shall indeed.
Oh man, look at Phoenix Sun, my man. Look at you go. You're just really
That is
gifting subs too.
a 16.
16. That is a success. You sort of shake your head. That's not what you
thank
want.
God.
You want to stay here. You need to help Morgana. She's your friend. As much as you wish you could go home and you could be with them, this is what's most important to you right now. And you can see that was her action, and she only gets to do that once a day. Which, just so you know, if you would have failed 14 or lower, you would have dropped whatever you were holding, and you would have been paralyzed until the end of your next turn.
Oh shit, that's great.
So luckily, you succeeded, and that's the end of her turn.
Now, would you say she is perched over here? Or is she hovering?
She's hovering a little bit. She's maybe 10 feet up off the ground.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right, Alec. So at the end of your turn, I'll need you to make another one of those con saves, okay?
Okay.
'Kay.
Well, in the meantime, she's going to run over to this creature. Wait, my movement is minus 10. Wait, I have to go.
Yeah, you have to
I can't just. Okay. Well, actually, by the time I get here, so let's see here, that's 20 feet. 25 feet. That's 45. That's just enough, baby.
Okay.
Okay. Alec is going to. I'm not in range of her because I know she's 10 feet in the air, but I am going to use another key point here.
Uh-huh.
Actually, can I do something?
You
I don't know if you'll allow it. Can I take my javelin, throw it at her, and then like Scorpion get over here? You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
because you have
throw
the
it at
rope on it. Yeah.
her? Yeah.
You know what?
If I hit.
Roll an attack. If you hit, I'll have you make a contested like grappling check.
Okay.
And then if you do, we'll just consider that one of your attack actions.
All right.
Okay, well, that's definitely going to hit. Okay, go ahead and make a strength check contested with her acrobatics. So an athletics check contested with her acrobatics.
Oh, athletics.
Sorry.
I rolled a strength, which I think athletics is the same thing. No, I have a +9 in athletics, actually. Can I do that instead of the strength roll I rolled?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, 16. She rolled a 9, so you are able to throw the spear up, pierces through her stomach. You pull her closer towards you. You do make her get over here. Go ahead and roll damage for your javelin, though, real quick for me.
Ciao.
Okay, -9. That would also have your Divine Fury damage on it because it is
It would indeed.
Yeah. Okay,
11.
11. Man, it's like
Divine
every
plus
time it's an 11. Whew. Okay, 11 points of damage. Whew. Yikes. All right.
That was my first attack, right?
Yes, correct.
Great. I'm just gonna let her live with that javelin inside of her for a bit. So
Have
after
a
I threw
souvenir from Efera, you
Yeah.
bitch.
I'll drop the rope for a second, and I will grab my sword. Hopefully chop this bitch down. 25. I assume that hits.
Yep, 25 does hit.
17 points. And then I'm gonna bonus action. I'm gonna fucking punch her in the face.
Okay. All right. 21, that hits. Roll your damage.
Great on.
9 points of bludgeoning damage. And with that, crack into the head, the brain just from the force, even though you are thin and lithe, you look as if you have no muscle left. You just like a fucking Quentin Tarantino movie. You just splat the brain out of the head as the skull explodes outward, as the harpy drops and stops flying and just drops all the way down to the ground, dead.
Oh.
And you can see.
Kick her down there.
Oh, yeah, sure. She like falls down in front of you and she's like kind of wibbling and wobbling, just the brainstem still giving her some semblance of life. You bring your foot up and you go, "This is for Efera!" And you fucking kick her in the chest and she and falls into the depths and darkness that is below.
And I owe you a Constitution saving throw.
You do. There's also something else that happens to the end of turn. Let's see what happens with your con save, though.
It's a 7.
That's a failure.
I told you, this is how I die, guys.
You take a second point of exhaustion, which I'll go ahead.
Rolling.
I'll go ahead and do right now. There you go.
Fuck. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
And then I'm sorry, I took you off the initiative. Your initiative was 18, right?
No, I think it was it.
You were higher than. We'll just say 18. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I was underneath the harpy.
Okay.
Know that much.
D100 for me.
Okay.
Wait, I thought your initiative was 14.
All I know that I was right after the harpy
Yeah, and she was after you, or yeah, she was.
I don't think it was an 18 that I rolled, but I think it was a 16.
Oh God. Okay. Now
Doesn't matter, I'm gonna die anyway.
No, you're not. Alec, which arm is her dominant arm?
Oh god.
Alec is left-handed.
She's left-handed. Okay. So Alec, you can feel as that wave of force begins to build up inside of you. You can feel your arm begin to twist and lithe, your left arm, and it just hyperextends and is covered in this thin, slick material, like a tentacle. Except you still have these little tendrils on the end like fingers. So your arm is now about 5 feet longer. It still works like a normal arm, and your range is increased by 5 feet.
I'm not mad.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah, you now have a 10-foot range with your sword.
Okay.
Does that work if a greatsword's two-handed?
I'm going to say yes.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, because she sort of like winds it up with both arms and then lets go and lets it swing with the tentacle arm.
Oh, you're like Nightmare from Soul Calibur.
Yeah, it's pretty horrifying. So you're like thin and live except for this one like fat tentacle coming out of your left arm. Like it starts at your shoulder too. Like it just sprouts from there. Yeah, you're horrifying right now.
But my speed is also half, right? Because of exhaustion.
Ooh, is that?
Level of
Oh God. Oh, wait a second.
What level of exhaustion are you on?
Yeah, 2. Actually,
I don't think it's half speed yet.
No, I think that 2 levels of exhaustion. No, that's speed halved. So disadvantage on all ability checks and your speed is halved. The 3rd level of exhaustion is disadvantage on all attack rolls and saving throws. So let's hope that doesn't happen. All right. Alec, at the end of your turn, as soon as the Siren Matron dies, the other 3 sirens that are alive, they look, seeing the body drop, and they just scream and begin to run. As they are no longer threats in combat.
Man, I had a cool plan, but that's fine.
I'm sorry.
However,
Cool. Oh, shit.
as soon as it does, all of you, even though you are deafened right now, you can hear this thundering roar coming from below you from that creature. As you have disturbed something that was precious to it, and it is very angry now. And you can feel that its presence of anger just causes the air to shift around you. And in that moment, you can see, just as you were in the Cove of 10,000 Souls, storm clouds and thunder and lightning begin to appear as it begins to rain. Now that does mean that you can heal now. But this creature is now very angry, and Alec, at the end of your turn, it is no longer thinking that this is an easy meal, so it's going to start taking this seriously now, and it's going to start using its legendary actions. Good. So it is going to Varnast on you. Damn. This is pretty rough right here, but
Of being the tank?
yeah, it can do this. It can do this once, but you're just kind of standing right there. Oh, well, yeah, you're just standing right there and you're right below it and you have this creature's focus. So it is going to use its legendary action to cast a spell. It's going to use 2 of its legendary actions to cast a spell. And it is going to, which I can only cast it once a day. But I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Ah, shit!
Yeah, so regardless of what you save on the saving throw, you will take 21 psychic damage.
Okay, well, I rolled a 13.
Oh, Varnast. Oh, Varnast, no. Oh, Phoenix cheered again for another 100. She can roll it with advantage.
This feeble mind.
Same.
Oh.
But thanks, Phoenix.
Varnast, in this moment, your intelligence and charisma scores become 1.
Cool.
You cannot cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way. You can, however, identify your friends, follow them, and even protect them. At the end of 30 days, you can repeat this saving throw.
God.
The spell can also be ended with Greater Restoration, Heal, or Wish.
Good. All the spells I have.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Fuck! I literally didn't get a word of that.
We needed another cleric, not a...
Not a rogue, yeah.
So, is this Feeble Mind?
It is Feeble Mind, yeah.
Cool.
It can only do that once, so that's it. No more, but... And that's all of its legendary actions for the round. Then Varnast, it's your turn.
Shit.
I mean, you can... I mean, as a Hail Mary, I would let you use Divine Intervention if you wanted to, because I know at a level 10 cleric you get that.
Fuck it. Worth a shot.
Yeah, I know that it says you can't activate abilities, but this seems pretty,
No. Like, not even close. I rolled the opposite end. I rolled like a 95.
Oh, no.
Not even close.
Oh, no. Oh. Okay.
Hang on, I have to read Feeble Mind just so I know like what I can and can't do.
Yeah. Here, I can throw it in the I can throw it in the chat for you.
Basically, you're stupid.
Yeah. I think it's only fair to say that like if I can't cast spells, Shield of Faith is dropped.
Well, it says you can't cast spells, and your wisdom isn't affected at all. So I'd say it's still there. You're still maintaining concentration. It's just you can't cast it again if it goes away.
Okay.
Oh, I know that this is me being too nice of a DM, but your spellcasting modifier is wisdom. So I'll say I'll allow that you can make a wisdom saving throw anytime you want to try and cast a spell because it's based off of wisdom, and this only affects charisma and intelligence, but you just have to beat its spell save DC. It doesn't affect your wisdom and charisma, but if you want to try, then you can make a wisdom check to try. And I think that's the most I can do with still being fair to the rules.
No, that's reasonable. I'm just in a bad spot, so this kind of really threw my plan out the window.
I know.
So intelligence is 1.
Intelligence and charisma are both 1.
Are we going to say that even the simplest-minded human being can see this thing as a threat and just fucking choose to run away?
Oh, yeah. No, it's horrifying. Yeah, it's terrible.
So yeah, just yelling like Spear from Primal, just...
Oh, God. Oh, I want to cry.
Man, I really love how it takes like 3 sessions to get through a day in Efera, and about 2 years we'll get Varnast back to normal. Awesome.
Oh, God.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Morganix, it's your turn.
I'm seeing some fucky stuff going, and I'm thinking it is time to try to outrun this thing. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh my god, that's only 30.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Phoenix Sun. He cheered another 145 and said, "Varnast, run."
Trying.
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage on your next wisdom saving throw for that, Varnast.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't even know that it's worth it for me to try to throw anything at this thing, and I should probably just dash.
It's entirely up to you.
I know this is not gonna work, okay? I know deep within my heart of hearts that it has legendary reactions, but Morgonix doesn't.
Yeah.
So she's gonna cast Banishment on it.
Okay. You begin to weave the magic together in order to cast Banishment, and it's going to use a legendary resistance to instead succeed the saving throw.
Sure. I had a spell scroll. Okay, do I have any bonus actions I can do? Oh yeah, Staggering Smite. That'll help. No!
Oh.
I'm done.
Okay.
And I am gesturing for Moku and Jinx to get the fuck out.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. It is Moku's turn. Moku's movement speed is reduced by 10.
But he's piloting the flying carpet. Does
Yes.
it reduce the flying carpet?
No. It's just him. So the flying
Okay.
carpet speed is still. Oh, jeez.
What?
Oh, I don't know.
What?
I need to pull it up.
I thought it was like 60 or something.
It's pretty
but-
fast, yeah. Carpet of flying. I can show you. It's a 4x6. Its flying speed is 60. Now, can you dash with a carpet? Sure.
Yeah, why would you not?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Moku could move 120 feet if you'd like.
Okay, I was talking this entire time and
Oh.
you couldn't hear me because I was muted. And I was like,
God, I'm so
okay,
sorry.
I'll just stop talking. Okay, so if I was to fly this way, am I flying over the creature?
No, since Varnast isn't there anymore, I'll move him to where he really is. He's like under the
Okay.
bridge.
Okay, so you said it's 60, but I can dash on it?
Yeah, so for 120 feet. Just
All right. It's
zoom.
just, hang on, Jinx.
What do you mean? What do you mean to? Ah! Okay.
Will
well,
Jinx get her turn in that time?
will Jinx have her turn in that time? No, because the Sybarex is going next.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So they fly over. Jinx is like looking down at the creature like she wants to do something, just kind of paralyzed in that moment. As Moku at the end of its turn needs to make a con saving throw.
Oh, yes, thank you. Do better than me, buddy.
Moku.
Someone else should be rolling for these guys. It shouldn't be me. I'm gonna kill 2 characters this way.
Ryan, roll a D100 for me. So Moku's at 2 points of exhaustion now.
I'm so sorry.
So his movement speed is 10.
91. My D100 are really failing me today. I really needed to roll low.
Oh, wow. Okay, 91 you said?
91, I said.
Okay. So Jinx can see this. Nobody else really can. But how Alex's form grew lithe, Moku's form grows brittle. And so Moku has now vulnerability to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Cool.
Got it.
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay. Now it is the Sybarex's turn, so it is going to move up 20 more feet. So now it's 40 feet away from the bridge. And you can see, Morganix, from where you're standing, it is trying to...
I'm not looking at it.
Okay. You get the feeling that it's trying to, like, ooze its way through the bridge.
Yeah, I am not looking. I am not making eye contact with that thing. I am just... eyes
Okay.
on the mission here.
Okay. Oh, yikes. Now, here's the thing. You know what? Oh, jeez.
Just do it, Joe. Come on.
Okay. All right. I need Jinx and Morganix to both make Constitution saving throws.
Okay. 1 second. Oh, it's the same for both of us. Okay, here is Morganix. That's a natural 1. And I'm going to change these dice after this, but first, for Jinx, that is an 11.
Okay. So both of you are considered poison for the purpose of keeping track of the spell, suffering 1 point of exhaustion.
Sure.
1 point of exhaustion. And poisoned. And I need you to roll a D100, and Kayla, go ahead and... Well, Ryan, go ahead and roll a D100 for Jinx, because I know you're feeling a certain way about your rolls, Kayla.
Sure, for 80.
78.
Okay, so for Jinx, an 80.
No. 8. Sorry.
8. Okay. I want to vomit. Okay, so Jinx, she can feel this like sort of scratching pain in the back of her head, and then in her eyes, as she's kind of like holding over her eyes, just kind of like pushing on them, and she's just like, ow, no, what, ow, 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 and then eventually she has to kind of remove her hands as her eyes are pushed out of her head on little stalks. So like they're just kind of like, they're not floppy and drooping, they're like pointing out as her eyes are on little stalks like a bug.
Gross.
Yeah, very gross. And then Morganix shows a 78.
Yeah.
So the same thing that happens to Alec happens to you. You become thin and live, and your weight is halved.
Okay.
But that is it for right now.
Okay.
And then it is Jinx's turn.
She is, amidst the screaming, going to cast Bigby's hand, interposing hand, trying to keep that thing down. And between the bridge and that thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, it's not very strong, so yeah, it's easily able to interpose there. Providing it's been half covered against the target can move through the hand space of its strength. Or less than the strength score is higher. Target can't move through.
Its hand has got really great strength.
Yes. Okay, so it's unable to move. Does the hand have hit points at all?
It does, yes.
Okay. Does it have like a Constitution score? Because any creature that starts its turn within 30 feet of the Sybarex takes 46 poison damage.
No, it has a strength and a dex, but nothing else.
Okay, it has hit points though?
It does.
It does? Okay.
It
So
has 68 hit points.
Okay. So just as Bigby's hand ends its turn there, I'll just go ahead and roll the 46, and if you just want to manage that, just that way we can have it. Since it doesn't really have a con to save from, it's just taking the damage. So it takes 13 points of poison damage.
Sure.
Okay. But it is interposed, and the Sybarex would have to either move around it or try and move it itself. At the end of Jinx's turn, I need you to make a con saving throw for Jinx.
Oh, shit. Okay. New dice, who dis? Oh, 17.
17.
Come on, that's the first good roll I've had all night. Cut me some slack.
I know. I'm looking for the action again because it is multi-attack chain bite. Squirt bile creature. Must succeed a
I'm
DC.
not a fan of the word squirt in that context.
Yeah, no. Squirt bile is okay, and the DC is okay. The DC is 18. So that is another failure, and I need you to roll another D100 for Jinx.
It gets worse than eye stalks? It's a 42.
42.
Answer to everything. Come on.
Huh. Okay, so Jinx, while her eye stalks are pointing out, she's like pushing on them like, oh my gosh, what is happening? Moku can see that her skin begins to sort of like grow hardened in some places, and it forms this like scabbiness to it. She gets a +1 bonus to her AC, but her charisma score drops by 2.
Isn't that special?
Yeah. And she's got hard, scabby skin now, but she's just very unpleasant to be around.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Coming up to the top of the round, we have Alec.
Question. If
Yes.
I transform into a wolf, can I still Step of the Wind or no?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah. It doesn't say anywhere that you can't use your class abilities, so yeah.
Alrighty. So I think that's my last key point, unfortunately. So hold on, I gotta read Step of the Wind real quick. Sorry, I lost it. Where is it?
Step the
Okay,
Wind.
I'll just Google it. Yeah, I don't know why it's not like popping up on my character sheet, but that's okay. Gosh, okay. Okay, so I would like to become dog. I would like to be.
I would like to
and
become
my movement
dog.
speed is 50.
Okay. Doglin hops
Okay.
off. His movement speed is also 50. We'll say the two of you just move together.
20.
I would also like to become dog.
30. So I can get here.
Wish I was
And
as
then-
smart as Doglin right now.
I am going to dash.
I wish you were smart as Alec right now. Fuck.
Yeah, right.
Which is another 50 feet.
What are you doing?
I'm coming to get your ass! What do you think I'm doing?
I'm good. Go. Get out of here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I see you coming this way, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm just waving my arms around, like, no.
Okay, then I guess I won't come and get her. I'll just yeet myself off the map.
Okay.
Didn't mean to move myself all the way there. Okay, I didn't know that she could make it.
Yeah, I can totally make it.
Okay, then I guess I'm not worried about it. If that's the case, then I'm not going to turn into a dog, because that's dumb.
Okay.
And I was only going to do that because my movement speed was halved. What can I do? I guess I don't think we're killing this thing. I think we're just waiting for
No, we're
us to
running.
gather. Yeah. So I guess, can I see that there's anything wrong with Varnast?
Oh, yeah. He is like jittering and just kind of looking over and around. He looks like a scared animal.
Wonderful. I'm going to grab him
Okay.
and throw him over my shoulder. And firemen's carry him this way.
Okay. How much more movement speed do you have after that?
Oh, that's right.
If you started over
hold on.
here,
Sorry. I don't actually. I can get to him
get to him. Okay.
and just put him on my back, and I guess stand right here.
I will say one thing that you do notice is when you were here and when you traveled here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You did feel the magic of the entity get stronger. Not necessarily that it's affecting anything, but you can tell the further you get away from it, the weaker its hold on you gets.
Great, but I can't get farther away right now.
I know.
That's a
I'm
good
just
thing
I'm
to
just
know.
saying, yeah, that the further you get away from it, you can feel the magic begin to weaken.
Okay, thank you for
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
I will give you.
Oh, God, there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Well,
Yes.
I wouldn't say that until after I roll.
Okay, Alec, yeah, con saving throw.
Yes, sir. That's 3 points of exhaustion for me. That's a 7. Sorry, guys. I don't. This is how I die.
Okay, roll another D100 for me. Four?
Or
Okay. Roll a D4 for me.
this is how many tentacles you're gonna grow out of your face.
Okay. Oh god, roll another D4 for me.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I'm not enjoying this.
This is how many suction puckers the tentacles have.
One. This one is purely cosmetic. Alec, your skin turns blue.
Oh.
Because Because it's the color of the target's hair, eyes, skin becomes blue, red, yellow, or patterned. So
Dabba-dee-dabba-die.
yeah. So Alec, your skin turns blue.
I'm blue, gonna believe we died.
Okay.
Yo, I have 3 more chances until Alec bites the dust. Sorry, guys. I'm doing my best here.
So with 3
At least
points.
I'll die blue.
Yeah,
That's
3 points of
cool.
exhaustion. Now you have disadvantage on all attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh no, trust me, I know, but thank you for the reminder.
Okay.
God.
Plant blue flowers on my grave.
Okay, Varnast, it's your turn. You can see a woman you recognize to be your friend, but she just turned blue in front of you.
Pointing. She's still carrying me or no?
No, well, would you have picked her up? Or picked him up, Alec?
That was my goal.
All right, so yeah, I mean,
And diddly do.
I do nothing because I can do nothing.
well, remember I said you could make a wisdom check to see if you could, if you wanted to try and cast a spell. It would use the spell slot, but you also do have advantage because Phoenix Sun was a perfect human being and gave you 145 bits to run.
I mean, we're not fighting this thing. I just don't know anything that's going to really help Morgonix.
Well, Greater
Don't worry
Restoration
about me.
would dispel the feeble mind.
But is he smart enough to know that?
I mean, does Varnas know that would work?
I mean, Varnas knows.
I don't know how this interjects
So,
because
so
it's weird.
like, primate brain Varnast would be like, I know sparkles that can heal people, that can make people better. Sparkle make people better. And you've done Sparkle make people better on Duncan just a few days ago. Yesterday, actually. So Sparkle make
True.
people better might work on me, big dumb poopy brain.
All right. Now you're being demeaning.
I'm trying to throw you a bone here.
I'm trying to figure out how not to die.
It's a wisdom check with advantage for you to attempt to cast a spell.
All right. It's worth a shot.
Aw, Doglin. Join the club.
Doglin is just judging all of us at this point. Like, they're all going to die here.
Is it a wisdom check?
Wisdom check, yep.
27.
Hey, Varnash, you cast the spell successfully. Oh,
Greater Restoration's a 5th level?
I think so, yeah.
Yes, it's a 5th level.
That doesn't take care of the obelisk disease, does it?
No.
No, that's heal.
Bear.
But now I can at least cast other spells.
Yeah, you are no longer under the effect of feeble mind.
Oh, God, that was terrible. That was out loud in character.
Yeah. Alec, he's talking now.
You can put me down now.
You guys
set
are
him
deaf.
Oh, she'll keep holding him.
You can put me down, he points.
She tosses him down.
Ugh.
Gently would have been cool, but that's fine.
She's blue, Vardas. What do you want? Okay.
I was
She's
stupid.
blue and she's tired and going to die in 3 turns.
I will say at least about this encounter, it's obviously very difficult, but it's fun that it's not just hit points. Like,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah,
good because you
sure.
guys can't really regain hit points anyway. I mean, you could now because it's raining, but
I'm blue.
I'll take half my movement to stand up and just be watching to see how Morgonix is doing.
okay. It is worth noting that Alec, you are now the second person to turn blue in a roll with advantage campaign. You and Cecily are part of an elite club.
Hey,
Yeah.
team. Blue team.
Blue
We'll
team.
make jackets.
There you go. All right, here we go. Morgonix, it's your turn. Christ.
I no longer give a fuck about this bridge, so I'm gonna cast Thunderstep. And teleport 90 feet that way.
Hell yeah.
And then, with my 30 feet of movement, I'm gonna keep fucking running.
Smart.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay, yeah. And
I don't
Morganix,
give a fuck about that bridge.
As you thunderstep, the chains around you, they shatter. And the metal plates, they just begin to clatter and clang and fall down onto the ground. It did not take a lot, especially of magical energy, to destroy the bridge, as the bridge just begins to clatter and fall down onto the ground. Now,
Fuck that bridge.
one thing I would like to note is as you pull out the map, you do know that right in front of you there is there's a dense forest of dead trees, and after running for about 10 minutes through that, you'll reach another sort of rocky crag, and entering into those caves, that will lead you to the next place you need to go, which is the Demogorgon's lair.
I know, but we gotta get away from this thing.
Well, that is the only way that way. So it's to your destination is the only way to get further away from this entity.
Then I am just leading the charge.
Straight away. Okay. Alrighty. So what I'll say is that we'll do one more round of con saves because that is about as close as you would get to it. After having one round of all of you dashing and using your action, and then Alec, maybe even your step of the wind to make up for that movement speed, and them flying on the carpet, that would be enough to get away to halt the effects of its sort of like it's like mind flesh bending. But I would like one more con save from everybody.
I'm gonna do this one where it's sent, so maybe that'll make a difference.
Dirty 20 for Morgonix.
Okay, so you succeed.
Cry with me or not?
Oh.
10.
I give up. What did I ever do?
16 for Jinx, and then Barnas, do you want to roll Moku's?
Oh, sure. What's his con modifier?
His con modifier is... I can pull it up. I have the campaign pulled up.
2, 3.
For saving throws,
right?
3.
The
You got
bonus
an 8.
I have Alec jump.
Oh, what's up, Morwen?
Well, that's odd. Oh, it's because you're still selected as Morwen on the thing.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay,
Nope.
so I need everyone except for Morgonix to roll one more D100 for me. Okay, Alec. Oh, wow. A pair of wings, feathered, sprout from your back, and you gain a flying speed of 30 feet. Varnast, a 19. Varnast, one of your legs grows longer than the other, and it reduces your movement speed by 10 feet.
God damn it.
And then Jinx and Moku.
Jinx. Jinx was a 38.
38. Jinx's bottom two, like, canine teeth turn into tusks.
Man.
And then...
fan art of what Jinx is going through this day.
And then what is the Moku's?
Oh, right.
D100.
79.
79. Moku's eyes turn black and he gains a dark vision range of 120 feet. However, as all of you are running, eventually once you get about 200 feet away from the creature, you can see that just like some type of almost like ice cream melting on a hot day, all of these maladies that were on you just begin to slowly melt as if they were exposed to extreme heat and just stick to your face and then fall off until they form these small clumps of flesh, just like slugs moving on the ground, having a life of their own. So that includes the tentacle, the
Do I
meat.
just have like a puddle of blue dripping off of me?
Oh yeah, it's like you're taking a shower where there's just like blue flying off of you, and all of the points of exhaustion go away as soon as you get 200 feet away from the creature. So you run
that's
and
nice.
dash and dart. All the points of exhaustion gone, no longer poisoned. No more sirens singing songs. You pull the wax, or not the wax, you pull the fibrous cotton out of your ears, the cloth, and you dart into the cave, knowing where you need to go next, which is the lair of the Demogorgon, traversing through there in order to get to the Bridge of Mordekesh. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and pull all of you into the cave.
Ooh.
And with that, that is where we're going to go ahead and
sketchy.
take our break. Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Phoenix Sun, thank you again for Jesus, man. You're on fire. The party after this encounter, a melting snowman. That is true.
Hell yeah.
But they are alive. You made it. And you know what?
That wasn't a guarantee, so we'll take it.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure if we would have stayed there, Alec would have died.
If you had to keep rolling, yeah.
Yeah, I was legit gonna die in that moment. I don't understand, man. But man, fuck that. Changing my dice too. But that would have been the end.
Yep. That was sketch.
Yeah. Well, Varnas still had Revivify prepared, and you.
That doesn't make me feel any better. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good feeling.
No. Yeah.
I'll change my dice. Maybe that'll make me feel better.
Dice gel.
Yeah, I
Yep.
started rolling better once I changed.
I try.
Yeah. Throw them in the virtual dice gel. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and go on break, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes to see them traverse through this horrific cavern they're about to go into. Alrighty. So we'll be back in a little bit. I'll let Kayla know when we're coming back. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
If you see any yellow flowers or firewood, grab that on the way. No red flowers.
Okay. Sure.
Who's gonna be quiet as we're traveling? But he's gonna be some of the metal that he took when he left Waterswick. He's gonna be crafting something.
Christ. I'm sorry that I have mentally abused all of you so much that this is the fucking tactics you guys are using.
Can I
Scary boys.
Can I 3D print?
Joe?
Can I 3D print an AR-15 receiver?
You've broken him.
What even are
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I am sorry. I will apologize when next we see him.
That's
I-
too late for that, but thanks.
Well, I don't think it was necessarily a bad thing. You were just protecting your end of the deal. That is all.
he needs to do? Is it talking back to you, Lapis?
I'm listening, and I'm attempting to absorb any energy it wants to release. You can release your energy now.
Oh, no, we don't want things releasing their energy. Let's be careful about that. Seen weirder things. Well, we can't exactly go back the way we came.
I don't know what I can roll, Mark, but can I roll?
Maybe there'll be simple riddles like, what does the fox say?
Fuck you!
We're just gonna look over to Alice.
I'm gonna... What did you say the satyr's name was? Tolaman?
Tellerin.
Tellerin, okay. I'm...
Somebody's on top of her. Cole, you can tell she's so close to death. Like, she's damn near, like, whoever's going, Minister James could have done something,
Well,
and it would have.
hold on, DM. I have the Mage Slayer feat. Did you say she's casting a spell?
Oh, yeah.
Mean to be so forward, but I've often been told I'm the horny one. See what I did there? That's pretty funny, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've been saving that one special for you.
Very proud of you. So you saw that?
Oh, I did.
Time is chainmail.
What?
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to sleep.
Cecily, think of it like light speed travel.
Nope, you won't go to bed. You won't go to bed. You go to bed. You go to bed. Sleep is found by all.
See you in the morning, Bianca.
Yep. Hopefully my headache will be gone.
No, Cecily will probably...
are the kind of people that make this place a nest of sin. Let's get our job done and get on.
It's mad they still look better than you.
Nice one.
That's not hard. He kind of looks like a shriveled raisin, you know?
You should
Dried
know
out.
by now that I'm incredibly skilled at turning the other cheek.
We are back. I don't know if that was caught at all, but I hope not. So, with that,
We're talking about bread again.
Yeah,
teacher.
I think
Fixation of mine.
that on that note, we should go ahead and dive in. And as is now tradition, to quote Tevye from Fiddler on
Referencing all of the sitcoms right now, but his hands kind of just start touching his face, and he's like, "I could make him a flying teapot.
A what?
You can?
I could try."
Okay, Desmond.
Try.
You will try.
Just, I think I would need some stuff.
Okay, so plan is walk back in.
Is there supposed to be music? Does anyone want music? No, okay. I'm just gonna eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Okay. Does anyone know? No. Does anyone know? We could do music. Music would be cool. That'd be very name day-y for music.
Come on, and he'll gonna do that like awkward like hug thing that guys do, where it's like it's hard, and then he'll like slap mouth in the body. Like, I'm still
Yeah.
a man.
Yeah. Now he'll do that clear throat thing and then. Yep.
Okay.
Is that
And Alec will like punch Vardas in the shoulder.
Ow.
Vera wants to talk to us.
Yeah, I heard. I'm sitting right here.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's go.
We
And
will
Alec
go.
will head out.
Oh man. Okay. Staring at the two of them.
Again? Alright. You're safe.
I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry for. You know that. Just gonna be hugging her tightly.
He indicates with his eyes that it just be.
It's like droids on Star Wars. You just get
Yeah.
one grunt, but it's like you
Yeah.
interpret it as like an entire sentence.
Yeah, you said it, Chewie.
Oh my god.
Fuck. Well. Yeah, Cecily's smacking on some eggs. That's what's happening. That's what.
Literally.
Now sticky as well.
No. Grot can't be hot, bothered, and sticky because that has a different meaning. And
Whoops.
I can't let that happen on stream. So, I will say that as you are.
I think we need to let the coordinator know so she is prepared.
Okay, and we are back. Let me go ahead and undeafen myself on Discord. Okay. Hello. We are back. So let me go ahead and unmute VTT. There we go. Alrighty. So with that, we'll go ahead and dive right back in to our session here. Everybody's back, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yep. Cool. All right. So picking up where we left off, our group of adventurers finding their way through the hellish abyss, the 88th layer of it, the gaping maw, here because they need to destroy Malcanthit's core, the demon queen of the succubi, before she's able to rally enough forces to do something truly terrible. Now, while the party is not strong enough to fight her head-on with an army of succubi, Galadar and Ezekiel, the Silver Rose, an ally of theirs, are. So in an effort to make sure that Malcantha never returns, the party is sent on a covert ops mission to destroy that core to ensure that she does not rematerialize eventually. So, that is what the party's been doing. They've been traversing their way through the different areas and sections of this hellscape that is the Abyss, having traversed now through 2 of the 5 areas they need to make their way through. There is that of the Cove of 10,000 Lost Souls, an area full of undead and massive titans that eat souls known as Nightwalkers. After making their way through there, they made their way to the Great Chasm of the Sirens Song, an area that was home to these bird-like women who would try and entice travelers and those unlucky enough to find their way in this lair of the Abyss into walking over the bridge and jumping off in an effort to join what was waiting in that chasm, which was a Sybarex, a massive creature full of pus and bile and poison. This absolutely grotesque creature. Well, the party did not fight it because, the party they were able to kill all of the sirens that were there, or kill the matron siren and send the other sirens flying off and away, thus making their escape from said Sybarex much, much, much easier. The party ran from the creature and made their way into a very long, interconnected cave system that will lead them into the lair of the Demogorgon. Now, you do have a note here that...
Right, we would stop somewhere where we feel we can to discuss what comes next.
Yeah, there is just this soft reverb throughout the caravans, the caverns that you're in, and you are absolutely confident that there are no other creatures in this cavern except for all of you. Especially where you are right now, nothing followed you in here. And you can see why. There are statues of this creature, almost like idolatry. You can see it has these odd, almost like arched lizard-like legs. It has 2 arms with 2 tentacles sprouting off of each arm, and then 2 heads, almost like baboon heads. The 2 sitting right next to each other. You've heard stories before, but you know that you're approaching the lair of the Demogorgon, and this seems to be a warning sign for people. And your map that Galadar has provided for you takes you around the lair, but it does take you through it. So you're going on the outer area, and there is a map leading you through the cave system on where to go, what turns to take. He does warn you, though, in this map that there will be one small patch of what they're called Abyssal Wretches. So creatures that are misshapen and malformed by the Abyss to turn into these terrible creatures. Pretty much the Demogorgon keeps them there for food. So you may have to fight something, as they're very narrow, interconnected bridges. But the main concern is it doesn't matter how many of them you kill, because right now, at least as far as Galadar and Ezekiel could learn, the Demogorgon is hibernating. The only thing is you don't want any of those abyssal wretches to make any screeches or noise. And it's denoted on here that an abyssal wretch, while they are not very tough, they will begin to glow red when they're about to screech. And they have to be killed before they do, or else they will awake the Demogorgon. So you have 1 round, 6 seconds, Whenever you see one of these Abyssal Wretches begin to turn red, you know that it's going to let out this earth-shattering screech.
I will communicate this quietly to the group. Really stressing how quiet we need to be in here.
All right. Health-wise, how's everyone doing? Strength-wise, whatever.
I'm okay. I could use a short rest at some point to get spells back, but it doesn't have to be now, and I could maybe hold out for when we use the potion. How are you guys?
I'm alright, a little battered and bruised, but not bloodied yet.
I'm fine. And physically, I'm very fine.
Yeah, better than a few minutes ago.
Alright, everyone feels okay. Still not using the potion. Go forward one more time.
Is that alright with you all?
What comes after the Lair of the Gorgon?
After the Demogorgon's lair, there is the Bridge of Mordekesh. Which, if you look ahead on the notes, this is a sort of a very stark contrast from the rest of the 88th layer of the Abyss. This was something put in place by Malcanthet to protect her core, where there is a very fierce swordsman of a Rakshasa, an elemental blade master, who has constructed a watchtower that is the only way across a consuming river of lava, where pretty much it's noted that the only way across is via the bridge, because anything that attempts to fly over, lava actually forms up to grab it and pulls it down.
Oh.
Perhaps we should save our potion before we enter that place.
We go through here. I'll cast heal to get one of our diseases, and then we can get a full rest and go on from there.
Yeah, my hope was always to hold the potion as long as possible.
What were you gonna say, Joe?
I was gonna say, just from the description that Galadar gives, your characters wouldn't understand this, but for those of you that have played Oblivion, it's going to be a bit of a it's going to be a combat slog in order to get to the top of the tower to drop the bridge. It's pretty much going to operate like an Oblivion tower.
Oh boy.
Lovely.
Yeah.
But here we just need to worry about quiet.
Exactly. Quiet.
So I can
quiet.
spam going in and out of the tower is what you're saying.
Yeah, you could grind. You could grind XP. Yeah.
All right. So we'll level up before we go in. Perfect. All right. All right. I'm sorry.
All right. Shall we head in?
Yeah.
We're all clear. If something turns red,
we
light it up as quietly and as quickly as possible.
Just a reminder, quiet's not really my specialty.
I know, but I
Just
don't
saying.
know. I don't know how to make that better.
The only thing that I'll say additionally is, and you can tell this just from right now, the only thing that probably exists in the Demogorgon's lair, aside from the Demogorgon, are the Abyssal Chicken, or are the Abyssal Wretches.
Abyssal Chicken. Could we use some cloth to pad Varnast's armor a bit?
Well, what I was implying is Varnast, you could just take your armor off and put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I mean, that's an option, but boy, oh boy, if things go south, am I in a bad spot?
That's true. That's true.
We could try to protect you.
And, I mean, if you want to try and do the stuffing with cloth, I'll give you an extra D4 on your stealth rolls, Varnast. I think that's the most I can do. Definitely not canceling out the disadvantage.
Okay, so it's dark. Varnast has a shadow ward on, so it's just been straight rolls for that.
That's true.
So I can either take it off and have advantage on rolling stealth, or we can keep it on and just take the plus D4 by trying to muffle. What are everyone's thoughts?
You
I know
get a
that's like a
straight
two.
roll, right?
Right now it's a straight roll. It'll be plus, you said 4? If we do the claw thing?
A D4.
Yeah.
What is your
sorry,
AC without your armor?
Let me double check that. It's not good.
Yeah.
It will be 12 because of a shield. I have a +0 to Dex.
Keep your armor on. That's my vote.
Yeah, whatever you feel more comfortable with.
I mean, I'd like to say the option that doesn't get us killed, but no way to know that. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. I'm gonna keep it on.
Okay. Also, thank you. Hoss00312_was_here. Thanks for the follow.
Nice.
Love that username. Okay.
Welcome to the team.
Yeah. Okay, so Varnest, you're keeping the armor on and gonna stuff your armpits and chainmail with.
Yeah, we'll pad it up.
Okay. All right. So you'll add an extra D4 to your stealth rolls. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, with that, all of you begin to advance forward. Is that what I understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Quiet.
Jinx is good. Moku's good. Doggolin's good? Question mark.
Doglin's fine.
I will, and for the purposes of this, Alec, if you want to carry Doggolin through this, I will allow you to roll stealth with advantage with your. Yeah, he'll ride on your back and.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yoda style.
Huh.
Just
Doggolin,
much bigger.
you can't hear him, but he's giving you very wise wolf wisdom.
As he should.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay. Alrighty. So as all of you begin to move forward, you can see this thin sheen of black mist begin to roil around your feet. The closer and closer you get to the den of the Demogorgon. You can see that there is this soft, quiet squelching sound as you see the ground beneath you begins to grow wet. A deep, almost brown, red, gelatinous material you're walking on top of. And every once in a while, not a crunch, as all of the bones that are in this bloody pulp are soft. Just every once in a while, you just try your best to make your way through this bloody mess of a room. You can see bodies in what almost looks like cocoons hanging from the ceiling. Meals that the Demogorgon hasn't quite yet finished. Maybe an arm gone, a head, half of a body gone, where it's just a torso and legs hanging from this odd, thick webbing. You begin to make your way through. Pull all you here.
Oh, I don't like this. As an arachnophobe, I do not like this.
Surprised Joe is vibing with this.
Well, because to me, it's not a spider, it's the Demogorgon. I understand that in this art, it's spiders, but there's no spiders that I can see, so...
Okay.
We're good. I'm much less of afraid than... Oh, and look at that Phoenix again with the... Man, who are you? I love you. You're great. Real MVP, that's true. All right. So, you begin to make your way through. And you can hear this noise coming from up above. One singular...
Pause and hold my hands out to stop everyone.
Just this slight pained groan. This... And as all of you approach, you can see this malformed body, legs too short or too long, arms pressed up tightly, almost melded into the chest, a face misshapen and broken in different places, a body warped by the abyss. Just one creature, humanoid vaguely. You maybe notice the slight point of an ear, like an elf. But other than that, it is terrifying to look at. Knowing that had you stayed around the Sybarex too long, this very well could have been you. as it just sits there in the corner, just letting out these small
it's not
noises.
the thing hanging in the picture.
No, it is like off in the corner, just cowering, just sitting there.
Do we get the impression that it's been here for a while?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Alec is just, doing mental 5D chess in her head, making sure, like, this isn't gonna wake it up, but if it's been, like, moaning and groaning walking around here for a while, it's safe to say that that's not loud enough to wake anything up.
But if it sees us, it might freak out.
Correct.
Okay, I see what you're getting at.
If it was a thing hanging down, I would have suggested slitting its throat, mercy killing style, but...
I think the less we interact with anything, the better.
Yep, let's try and
I
sneak
agree.
past.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, I'd like all of you to make your stealth checks.
Cloaks give us advantage, or...?
Cloaks give you advantage, correct.
I got a dirty 20.
I got a 14 for Morgonix.
Alec is a 15.
Jinx is 18.
Okay.
Moko is 28. Of course he is.
Well, at least he's doing something right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what was our lowest one here? 14 for Morgonix, is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Okay.
I only have a +1 stealth. Sorry, guys.
That is okay. Luckily, moving past this one, that is good enough. As luckily, with the aid of Jinx and Moku, and Varnast, oddly enough, in this scenario, you are able to quickly and quietly make your way through past that one creature without being noticed. You can see that you would have had to have been pretty close and pretty loud for it to notice you, as they are not very perceptive. As you round the corner, moving about 30 more feet away from it, safely out of its range of vision and hearing, you see that there are two more blocking your path. They have no idea that you're there. Like I
Do
said,
we get the feeling that these are the things that turn red?
yes.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
misinterpreted that.
Yeah, these are the only creatures that are in here because it just the Demogorgon just uses them as food. Nothing else is brave enough to come in here.
Does it look like we can sneak by these two, or should
No,
we kill them?
they're about right in the path. You'd probably have to kill them.
Okay.
Are they facing us or not?
No, they're not facing you.
Can Moku try to take one out from behind?
Yeah, he could either fire a bolt or sneak up with his dagger. I mean, his crossbow is the better weapon, but
Yeah.
that's one.
I can be ready to Eldritch Blast 3 times. That's quiet.
I'm just thinking he'll
Well,
get attacked.
is it quiet? That's what I was about to ask. I don't really know how loud these spells get.
It doesn't say that it makes any noise the way like Thunderstep does, so I assume it's quiet.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't say that for Fireball either, and you're not going to convince me Fireball doesn't make sound.
I'd say, provided
So,
that there are no
curious.
creatures within like 30 feet of the Eldritch Blast, they wouldn't be audible. It's just like in the immediate area, it makes a noise, kind of like that magical, like, or like it impacting, So I'd say that if both of them are taken out at the same time, because 3 Eldritch Blasts is part of one action, same as firing a crossbow bolt. So if the two of you were able to kill them both at the same time, it wouldn't cause an issue.
Jinx could throw in magic missiles. That's quiet.
I mean, how durable do these things look?
They don't look durable at all.
Yeah, I don't think we need to... I mean, I think Moku getting a sneak attack, because these things have no idea we're here, so he'll get a sneak attack.
Yeah. And
We get 3 Hex, 3 Eldritch Blasts, also with advantage shooting. I don't think we need to use resources. She can throw a cantrip on it if she wants. She can Toll the Dead it or something.
Toll the Dead makes a sound. And
yeah.
Phoenix Sun pointed out in the chat that there are verbal components. I'm imagining, like, for Eldritch Blast in this scenario, I would be whispering, like, murmuring under my breath, like, as soft as humanly possible.
Yeah, that's fine.
Obviously, we're planning and talking, so yeah, we're whispering.
Yeah, you're far enough away where they haven't quite caught on yet. Luckily, due to your stealth checks from before.
I mean, Moku, I would assume, would look at Morgonix like, you thinking what I'm thinking kind of vibe.
Kind of shake his head towards it. Like,
and I'll kind of hold up a hand and start bringing down fingers. Be like the count of 5. And, and then I'll point forward and we go. Does he get that?
Yep, he'll cock the bolt back.
Oh, I'm not even him.
Tuck it up into the shoulder.
All right,
fire.
I will.
With advantage, right? Because he's hit.
With advantage, yeah. A 14 hit anyway, but it was close. Okay. You can roll with advantage, see if he gets a natural 20, see if he just, like, absolutely decimates this thing. Okay, no. Well, a 2 still would have hit, so Moku needs to roll a natural 1 to miss these things.
Nice.
And 21, 12 still hits.
Oh, nice.
And, of course, the 20 is going to hit. All right. So, honestly, Morganix, you don't even need to roll with plus 15 plus a minimum on each one of the d10s is 3. They have 18 hit points. So the minimum damage you could have done would have been enough, and Moku obviously kills him. So with that, bolt flies, slams into the neck. The creature lets out a soft and 3 bolts slam into it, cracking in head, shoulder, and lower back as the creature just falls over onto the ground. Both dead. You can see, I will say that as the first bolt slammed in and the second 2 followed, you could see a slight glow of red come just as it was getting ready to alarm, but you killed it before it even had a chance to warm up to make that loud screeching noise.
Morganix will exhale the breath that she was holding and begin forward again.
Okay. Alrighty. So you begin to make your way forward and continuing through the path. Eventually you start to smell this this scent of waste, like bodily waste. And you can see on the very edge of your vision, coming from a small tunnel, there is a brief green, a very dim green glow. As you slowly approach, you can see in front of you what looks to be a larger storage area for these Abyssal Wretches. You can see probably about 7 of them in here. And small, narrow, wooden bridges connecting 2 small islands to 2 separate halves of a cavern. Except one of the bridges connecting the 2 islands is broken. I'll go ahead and move you to where you are. Now, these creatures have not noticed you yet. But this is what you're looking at.
Stay quiet.
Ooh, pretty map.
Very.
Thank you.
It's pretty green.
So you can see this like sickly fog, this from the assumed waste of the Demogorgon, just glowing green,
gross.
And this scent that almost makes you want to vomit. And so this is twofold. When moving through across the bridges, you'll need to make a con saving throw or else vomit. And you're kind of just, your movement is just stopped. You're not paralyzed, you just can't move anymore because you immediately have to use the rest of your movement to vomit. But when you're on the islands, you're fine. You don't need to worry about that. Or when you're on land. It's only when you're crossing the bridges.
Okay. I'm just going to assume that I am saying everything I'm about to say in a super quiet murmur of a whisper.
Yeah.
But for stage purposes, I'm going to speak normally.
Thank you.
We know we can take them out fairly easily. I could do one by myself. Moku could do one by himself. I could potentially split my Eldritch Blasts 2 to one and 1 to another. Jinx could magic missile at a higher level.
I could throw a javelin. That's the best I got at range.
Do we feel like if we take out these first 3 on the first island, that the rest will see and be alerted? Do we have to do all 7 of them at once?
In the scenario, in order to prevent any type of alert from any of them, you would have to take out all 7 at once.
Okay, another idea. From past experience, Joe, how loud would we know Fireball to be?
Loud. It is an explosion of fiery energy. It is loud.
What about, also from past experience, Sickening Radiance? Dim greenish light spreads within a 30-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. The spell spreads around corners and it lasts until the spell ends. When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, that creature must succeed on a con save or take 4d10 radiant damage, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah,
so
blah.
then I'd say it makes no noise then. I mean, aside from the verbal component you use to cast it, no noise.
Okay. Jinx has that spell, and so do I.
Shit.
It would be my last spell slot if I do it. But if we drop both of them at the same time, we could maybe hope on killing all of them in one go. I think. Let me do some measurements.
And if we do that, we were gonna use the potion when we left this area anyway.
Right. And even if Jinx and I drop this spell, Moku could still shoot. Anybody who has anything ranged could unleash everything at the same second.
I was about to say, like, myself, Moku, and Alec could all hold actions to where if the Sickening Radiance, like, doesn't kill them, we can just use our hold actions to attack, like, whoever's, like, still standing.
Correct.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's true.
And because it's a 30-foot radius, it doesn't look like we could get all of them with one, but we could center them in different spots. So, like, I'm getting, for sure, everything in the back half plus the middle two, and Jinx is for sure getting everything in the front half plus the middle two. So, there will be some overlap.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's the best plan, because, like, I do have something that could kill, like, the first 5, like, easily, but I'm assuming Destructive Wave is a loud spell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Anything with thunder damage is pretty loud.
Wait.
Yeah.
How loud is Cone of Cold?
Ooh.
A blast of cold air erupts from your hands. Each creature in a 60-foot cone must make a con save.
I mean, I'd say not too incredibly loud, but it is another, like, force of air that... I mean, I guess as loud as a very, very intense blizzard.
So not as loud as Fireball.
Correct, yeah.
I mean, that's a Jinx option, and if... Could she get in a 60-foot... potentially... If she were... Man... She could maybe arguably get all of them, but she would have to step forward on the bridge.
Well, I mean, whatever we do is going to immediately alert them, so if she has to step forward to potentially get all of them, like, I don't think that's a problem. Because 2 Sickening Radiance is also going to alert them if it doesn't kill them all.
I think that might be our best bet, is to do the 2, and then
okay,
everyone else on standby to take out whoever's left, because I think even at the farthest end, we could reach these people. Someone could.
Yeah. So we don't want Cone of Cold. We want 2 Sickening Radiances.
I think that's an easier guarantee.
Okay.
And then, because we can take our, cheaty long rest after we get through here.
I don't mind using the spell slot. Like, I've still got my sword, I've still got powerful cantrips, I've still got a bunch of,
spells.
yeah,
Okay.
Let me look at these really quick. Yeah, nothing I would want to use instead, but I've still got a lot of stuff, so I don't mind using it.
Okay.
If we think this is a good plan.
I think it's the best plan we have.
I agree.
Okay, and then Jinx and I don't have to step forward. We can do it from. Well, wait. Let me see. What is the range for me to cast this at? I have a 120-foot range. Yeah, we don't have to move to cast this.
Yeah.
And Alec will hold her javelin for when that doesn't drop.
Varnast will hold a 3rd level guiding bolt if any of them don't drop.
Okay.
And
I assume that one's decently quiet?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm guessing Moku's holding sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yes. He's got a bolt ready. All right.
He does.
So it's so with that, the two of you go to cast the spell then?
Yep.
Con saving throw?
17 for both of them.
Okay, so let's roll some saving throws. 1. Okay, that's a success. That is a failure.
Even on a success, they will take damage.
Yeah. Saving throw.
They do?
Half damage.
Failure.
I think. Let me see. Hold on.
Okay, so the first 3, there's 1 success and 2 failures.
Okay, the ones who make a success will not be taking damage.
Okay. All right.
Who succeeds?
This top one right here.
That's it?
Yeah. Well, just of this first island. I'm gonna go island by
We're
island.
gonna,
just to make
we're
it
gonna
easier.
do all of them first, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
So for that first one, that's 29 points of radiant damage.
Okay, so these 2 right here are both dead.
Dead.
This one is still at full health.
Okay.
Do you want Moku to take the shot or hold his shot until later because he's got more range?
Well, this is all gonna happen simultaneously, I thought.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
all happening simultaneously.
And I'm gonna wait because I wanted to see what's going on down here first.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
are we allowed to see who all stays
Yeah, that's fine.
standing before
That's
deciding? Okay, yeah. Let's
Saving
hold
throw.
off on that.
So that is another 19 for the first one. And then that is an 8 for the second one. So the second one fails. And this would be the second Sickening Radiance, right?
Yes.
So go ahead and roll another 4d10.
What about the 2 in the back?
The 2 in the back, I was just gonna do it like section by section, but here I'll.
Okay.
Saving throw.
24 points of damage.
Okay, that is a 6, and then this one is a yes, Trouble. I know you're there. Okay, so there are.
Hey, buddy.
So then, 1 on each island succeeds. So
Fuck.
2 die.
Trash.
Okay, so that means there are 3 left alive.
Then I think Moku should get the farthest one.
Farthest one right there.
I think Guiding Bolt might have more range, but
Oh, okay, go for it. Then he'll go to the middle one then.
I got 120 feet with Guiding Bolt.
Oh yeah, go for that one.
I think Moku has 300, but it doesn't matter.
What? With a
Yeah,
crossbow?
It's a light crossbow.
Oh, ruin his whole career.
Yikes. Oh, Moku does have lucky, though.
Yep, he'll be the middle.
This seems like the time.
Yeah. I can't click to use that, but just
That's
know
just
that he should only have 1 point left.
Okay. 22, that's definitely a hit. Trouble is like laying on top of my arm right now. Okay.
As he
so
should.
the middle one is 27 points of damage, so it is dead. Bolt flies through.
28 points of damage to the one in the far back.
Okay, far back.
Radiant.
It is dead. Okay. And then
Okay,
Alec
I
Javelin.
guess it's up to Alec. Oh, God.
That is a hit. Roll your damage.
Oh, my God. Oh, I thought it was gonna be on the 2, and I was like, no, please.
This will have your Divine Smite. Is not Divine Smite.
Divine Fury.
Divine Fury. Wow, you are very lucky. 6 plus 12, that is 18 exactly. And that is how many hit points they have. Alrighty, so with that, in a fell swoop of swirling bright radiant colors, bolts of radiant fire and lightning and
a javelin.
And javelins and a crossbow bolt. All of these projectiles flying at once, all of them drop dead. You can see all of them just in a flash start to glow red, but then before they can scream, they are killed. And with that,
drop concentration on sickening radiance.
And then one by one, you make your way across the bridge. And it's easy enough.
Stuff a cloth over our mouths as we pass or something?
Sadly, this is a magical effect.
Okay.
So I'd still like each one of you to make a con saving throw as you pass. It doesn't have any negative effect. It's just...
Flavor.
Yeah, flavor, yeah.
Extra chunky, spicy.
Yeah, well,
20.
20. Okay, Varnas, you succeed. Your stomach holds.
Morgonix is a 15.
Alec and Morgonix, you both fail.
Sounds about right.
As both of you vomit into
Jinx is a 16.
Okay, Jinx succeeds and Moku fails. So all of you just vomit off the side. Luckily, using the flying carpet, you're able to traverse this one part of the bridge that's broken. No need to make a con save there. It's already, you've already done it once. It's lost its allure now that there's no tension. And you, okay, morning. He's very constitution. What a constituty boy. He saves it, and you can
throw ups.
Yep, and you continue across the third bridge one at a time. You see it's very rickety. You make your way over to the corner of the map and back into the structured part of the den of the Demogorgon. Now, as you are making your way through this final part here, you can see that off in front of you, no diverging paths, you can see that there are 4 of those creatures huddled together. Now, 2 of them are facing away, but 2 of them are facing towards you. So, it might make it a little harder for you to get close enough to do some of the things you have been doing unless there's quite a bit of range to it.
It's 300 feet on Eldritch Blast.
How far away are they, you said?
They're probably about 60 feet, 70 feet right now.
Okay.
We could just do the same as we did last time, each of us taking a different one.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that still works.
And Jinx has got some stuff she can do. Yeah, she can, Mind Sliver would be quiet.
Oh, yeah.
Spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but if they succeed, they don't take any damage. But
there's only 4, right?
They've got to be dumb as fuck, right?
One would assume.
Yeah, they don't look very bright. No.
All right. Yeah, we got stuff.
There's 4, you said, Joe?
There's 4. Yep.
Okay.
And I don't have to send all of my blasts to the same one. If I hit one with 2 and it goes down, I can redirect the third one.
Okay. So Moku, Varnas, Alec. Varnas, do you have something to send? Or
I can easily just do another guiding bolt. I mean, I can make it a really high level since we're hoping to get out of here without burning a bunch of stuff, you know? It's not a big deal.
Alright, then
if I drop another 3rd level one, it'll just pop it, hopefully.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, so is Jinx throwing anything out? Firebolt, magic missile, anything, just in case?
I think to be safe, she'll magic missile, because that's an automatic hit.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Moku and I could take the ones looking forward.
Since you've got the range, that would make sense, yeah.
Alright. Should I start rolling?
Yeah, if that's what you're going to do.
Once again, we are all doing this simultaneously.
Yes.
Yes, of course, of course, of course.
First Eldritch Blast is a 25.
That's a hit.
Second Eldritch Blast is a 24.
That is also a hit.
And the third Eldritch Blast is a 10 with a nat 1.
Ooh, okay, so that is a miss. So go ahead and roll your damage for the 2.
Moku rolled a 17. Nice.
Okay, 27. That is enough for the 1. And then Moku for the damage. 17 hits, sorry. Forgot to say that.
36.
36, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. So those 2 in the back are exterminated. They are dead. As the bolt flies through the throat, the Eldritch Blast, 2 of them slam, cracking into the head, knocking it dead. And then there are the 2 more.
Jinx, well, go ahead.
I would say Jinx should help Alec. No offense, my guiding bolt's a little bit stronger than your javelin.
No, totally fine.
That's fine.
Am I still trying for it?
Yeah, go for it.
That's a nat 20 on guiding bolt, Joe.
Oh, wow, yeah, that is... It is...
Are you even going to make me roll? Because that was a 3rd level guiding bolt nat 20.
No, yeah, it is consumed by the flame. Yeah, it is... Oh, yeah, that is not good. Okay. Alrighty.
And then Jinx is gonna roll a 2nd level guiding bolt. Or not guiding bolt, magic missile.
Yeah.
So that's 17 points of damage.
Okay, so luckily the 2 of them combined, they're able to slam the javelin in. You can see that it rears its head up and begins to glow red as eventually the magic missiles fly into it, cracking into the skull at the same time as the divine bolt of radiance slams into it, slams into the second one, burning it to a crisp in this bowl of radiant flame, killing all 4.
Good job, guys.
Woo!
All right.
Onward.
You continue onward, and you can feel the stench of the caverns begin to fade. But you start to hear this labored breathing.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
Heavy breaths of a very large creature. As you get closer, you can start to hear those heavy breaths echoing. Reverberating throughout the caverns. As you make your way from one small corridor, you can see the corridor you need to go through, but directly maybe 25 feet to your left, you can see this terribly large creature. 2 heads like baboons, 2 arms that end in 2 separate tentacles for a total of 4, and these odd arched lizard legs. Slumbering. As all of you are moving through, I would like each one of you to make a mental saving throw of your choice. Charisma, wisdom, or intelligence.
Morgonix will make a charisma saving throw.
Varnast will make wisdom.
Alec will also make wisdom. And Moku will make charisma.
Jinx will make intelligence.
16, okay.
Do we have advantage? Oh, no, never mind. 25 for Morgonix.
Okay.
Moku's at 16, Alec is at a 9.
Okay.
24 for Jinx.
23 for Varnast.
Okay.
Do we make one for Doggo, or is he alright?
No, Doggo's fine. Doggo's fine. No, this is a madness that affects humanoids.
Doggo will outlive us all.
Honestly.
So, Alec and Moku.
Oh.
And Varnesh, you said yours was what, 20?
23.
23, okay. Alex and Moku are affected by a form of madness. So, just gazing upon this terrible creature, I need Alec, you go ahead and roll a D100, and then Ryan, roll a D100 for Moku.
Oh, God.
10.
72.
Okay.
I don't know who's good and who's bad here, Kayla.
Ryan, it's probably me.
Don't say that.
I've given up on my rolls. They've given up on me.
No.
No.
Come on, Joe. Hit us.
Okay.
Guys.
So.
Yeah. Destroy my mind. Shrivel it up.
You said, wait, what was Moku's again? Sorry, I just want to make sure.
16.
Moku's was 16? Okay.
Oh, his roll? I don't know. That was whatever Ryan said.
10?
Oh, Moku got a 10.
Okay. Alrighty. So, both of you, until you exit the abyss, are affected by an indefinite madness. Moku believes, with a 10, that being drunk will keep him sane. And Alec, funnily enough, you have discovered in this moment that you really, really like killing people.
No change.
This feeling is a little bit more gluttonous.
Okay.
Now, this effect can be suppressed by the Calm Emotion spell, or completely removed by Remove Curse or Greater Restoration.
If we knew about it, but...
But yeah, I mean, Moku and Alec seem no different. Alec, you do have this instinct to go fight it, but you resist that urge. You know that's stupid. You know that's dangerous. You just really want to kill something.
Can we stealth on by this thing?
That you do. No stealth check necessary. Carrying on from the ones that you had before, the creature's sleeping. You could walk normally, and it wouldn't wake up. It is so deep in its slumber right now that you make your way further and further through the cave. Moku, you can see him as you're moving along, sort of patting himself. He pulls out a small flask, kind of undoes it and takes a small swig. And breathes, seeming a little more calm now. And all of you can see Alex sort of reaching for her greatsword, sort of gripping the hilt extra tight, like a starving wolf on the prowl, just looking for something to sink her teeth into.
And we've now exited the Demogorgon's lair?
At that point, yes, you would make your way through narrow caverns and moving through, you see no more of these Abyssal Wretches. And eventually you can start to feel heat. And you can start to see light. And eventually climbing up a very steep, carved set of stairs into this natural rocky cavern. Eventually you see, in the distance, maybe a 20, 30-minute walk, a tower of obsidian, flanked by a moat of boiling hot magma. You can see it goes from each side of the tower connecting to this rocky mountainside, and you can see there are a few rocky overhangs and crags, these small indents in the mountainside that provide some safety of rest before heading towards that sprawling, tall tower in order to cross the Bridge of Mordekesh and eventually make your way into the Field of Sorrows. But as you stare at that tower, ready to take your long rest, that is where we're gonna.
Can I at least roll to see if I see that Alec and Moku are messed up and can heal them before we take our rest?
Yes, go ahead and make an insight check.
I mean,
also
passive insight
wondering-
18, but I'll roll again as well.
I'm also wondering if we should do the potion now or after this, if we're gonna have to fight a lot, you know?
21.
21? Okay. Yeah, you can tell that both of them are a little different. Alec seems much more vicious, ready to strike at something. And Moku, this is now about the 7th time that he's drunk from the flask, and now it's empty. And you can see him kind of talking to Jinx a little bit, but trying to be quiet about it.
Knowing my magic, could I tell that, like, something's wrong with them and a remove curse would do it?
Yeah, you would know.
Have it prepared.
Yeah, based off of what happened with Duncan, you can recognize the effects of afflicting mental magical effects.
Okay, I know you're trying to wrap this up, so ba-bam, ba-bam, I will drop 2 third levels to bop those 2 out back to normal.
Okay, so yeah, you do. And that madness goes away. You immediately feel rejuvenated. You wonder why you were so bloodthirsty, and Moku is also very thankful that he is not afflicted by his need to drink anymore. He feels like that would have made him too similar to somebody he doesn't know who, but...
Do we want to hold on to the potion? Like, if we're gonna have to fight our way through this, we might be hurt when this is over. And I'm guessing we're gonna have to fight at the core.
Well, we're going to be hurt after this. The question is, can we really afford to not heal and not go in at full strength on this thing? That's the question.
Where is everybody at?
I'm running low on spell slots.
Oh, okay.
I have, just for the sake of accuracy, I have 3 level 1s. I have 2 level 2s, 0 3s, 1 4, 1 5, and 1 6. Maybe that'll be enough? Don't know.
Alec is at 93 hit points.
Out of what?
Out of 118. So she's really, like, physically okay. I only have 1 key point left, though. I don't know if that makes a huge difference, but...
I'm at 82 out of 128 HP, so roughly 2/3 or so.
Okay, here's my thing. If at all possible, I don't want to risk... I definitely don't want to risk a long rest in here because we can't afford that time. I would prefer to avoid a short rest if possible. So if we pop this now, we have to go in with the mentality of conserve what we can.
What's Alec thinking?
It's hard because Alec... I mean, not gonna lie, the like this entire like past couple hours, she's been feeling not particularly helpful because she doesn't really have the same type of magical prowess as everyone else.
You killed all the harpies.
That's not what I'm saying though. Like, she understands that, but like down here, things are very different.
True.
It's not just about what you can get your hands on and kill in the moment. It's about having range, being able to charm, put things to sleep. It's a different type of thing, and she's realizing that is probably going to be way more important rather than just pure brawn right now. She's fine. Like, if we were to go in right now, she would probably be fine, HP wise. But if we are really hurting spellcasting, it might not be a bad idea. So like, she's willing to go either way. She doesn't have like a strong opinion because I feel like it's not her place to say, because she doesn't have that magical prowess like everyone else.
Alright, so I'm fine with whatever you guys pick. Here's just the information. So I basically have 7 spells to use because the 6th level slot, like, we have to save for heal. Because I have to use that before we take the long rest to get rid of one of these things. And also, it's not raining here, so there's going to be no healing while we're fighting and taking this thing on.
So, I just realized Jinx has Catnap, which is a spell that she can cast if she has 10 minutes to give 3 willing creatures the benefits of a short rest.
Well, that's nice.
Not bad.
Maybe we should do
So-
that right now while we're just kind of chatting and game planning.
Well, it's kind of a higher spell. So
Oh, okay.
Level's catnap. I don't even remember.
It's a 3rd level. She could cast it at a higher level, but I'm saying if we pop the potion now.
Oh, okay.
And like I need spells and you need key points.
Mm-hmm.
And Varnast wants to roll hit dice, whatever. She could potentially roll it at if she has the slot, a higher level. And
okay, I see what you're saying.
Get that shorty in for 10 minutes instead of 60.
If you want to save the potion, Varnast is kind of like one of those, like, looking through stuff, and he's like, I've worked with less. Like, I'll be fine.
The point about the healing, one of us being able to be healed would be nice.
Because if you, just to throw this in here, you could heal somebody, use heal on somebody right now, just to heal them, and then take the long rest, and then you could wait until you were in combat to heal somebody again to remove that effect. So that way that's 2 people.
Right.
Or you could wait until you're in combat to use heal and then hope that you have enough to make it through the tower. Because just in like all transparency, like I said, the tower is going to be like...
Slog.
It's going to be like...
way.
Yeah, move up the tower, kill the enemies, move up the tower, kill the enemies, move up the tower, kill the boss. You know, like that's the format.
I mean, the good news is that Varnast has not used any of his channel divinities, so when he goes in and blows some of his powerful spells, they're gonna hit like a truck. So, we got that going.
I'm willing to use it now, especially realizing that Jinx has that spell.
Okay, I'm down.
And then being able to heal in there, I'm willing to do that.
Well, I can cast it on one of us. The question's who.
That is totally your call.
Yep.
Oh, that doesn't seem fair.
Yourself. Do yourself.
I mean... I would probably lean towards Varnast or Morgonix.
Yeah.
Just because Alec rages and is able to half a lot of damage.
Yeah, Alec technically has like 230 hit points whenever she rages.
I hate to be like that asshole. I think Varnast might make sense just because if someone dies, Varnast is the only one who can bring them back.
Nope, that makes perfect sense, dude.
No, it makes perfect sense.
Okay, then that is what we will do.
Okay. Damn, I said it as a joke. All right. But no, yeah, it makes the most sense, yeah.
I mean, that's the one concern, because if Varnast goes down and he can't be healed, shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So then, Varnast, you expend a 6th level spell slot to heal yourself. And you can feel the maladies and the infection of the aboleth fade away as Sticia's cool salt water reaches into you and removes that sickness through the effects of the spell Heal. You recover 70 hit points, which just feels really good to somebody at almost full.
I was down 40.
You're down 40? Oh, shit, man.
Yeah, I said I was at like 82 out of like 128 or
damn.
something.
Can we pop that potion and get our rests in?
Yes. So as you pop the potion, and each one of you take a small swig, which is enough, in order to take a long rest in the duration of 10 minutes, I believe is what I said.
Yep.
Yeah.
10 minutes. So all of you head into this meditative stance, as it's not just being inactive. You do have to actively relax your brain, but you're tucked away enough. You know that nobody's going to come find you. Nobody's going to come looking for you because the Demogorgon was not alerted. So you know no one is looking for you. You rest your head. And as you rest your head...
Hit long rest, Joe.
I know.
Oh, okay.
This is something that happens during the long rest, LS. Gosh. All of you can feel this presence begin to form. as the three of you and your two companions slowly nod your heads and head into your meditative stance. You feel something watching you, a presence near you.
Good or bad?
Bad.
Yuck.
And for this next part, I want you to trust me that when I say your name, I'm not making a mistake. All right? So, as all of you slowly begin to shut your eyes and go into your long rest, this deep meditative stance where your body is just focusing on healing itself, recovering those magical energies with this divination, this restoration magic of Celestia, gifted to you by Galadar and Ezekiel. Even in this bastion of light you currently have within you, you can feel the darkness creep in. As Morganix, as you open your eyes, you can see an entity, a person, a man, sitting across from you. You can see he wears clothes of very, very deep, roiling black shadows come to life. What looks to be a tarnished golden mask, and where two eyes should be, there are just these infinitely small, roiling bouts of flame inside of his eyes. And when his mouth opens to speak, there's no lips or tongue or teeth, just a roiling furnace of flame where his mouth should be. And he speaks to you, Morganix, and he says, "So you are the one. You are supposed to stop." Morganix, how do you respond?
Are you the Dark One?
Insolent child. I am, of course I am. What else could I be? Alec, how do you respond?
I'm not afraid of you. Everything bleeds.
Well, then, truthfully, you are more dense than what I originally thought you to be. Varnast, how do you respond?
If you didn't want us to be a problem, you should have killed us a long time ago.
You will never learn. Thousands of realities I have shattered. Thousands of existences I have consumed. In each and every timeline you fail. In each and every time I win. Morganix, how do you respond?
Fight anyway. Win or lose doesn't matter to me.
Ah, yes, I can tell. You've spent much time around him. Tell me, in your great hour of need, attempting to destroy one of my thralls, where is your great savior? Alec, how do you respond?
We don't need saving. We can handle this on our own. And if this is some type of tactic, it's not working.
There is a game you mortals play that I found an affinity. A game of diversion. A game of chance. Placing your pawns directly where you need them to be. Varnast, how do you respond?
This is where you wanted us to be. Well done, here we are.
Yes, this is exactly where I wanted you, and exactly where you've come time after time after time. And while you sit here, the seal is breaking. Soon it will be gone. Soon she will be free, just as the others are.
Morgonix, how do you respond?
I don't care about that right now. I'll deal with that when it comes up. Right now I have a job to do, and you're in my way.
Always the heroics, the bravado. I will give you one last chance, one last opportunity. I give you a choice. You have great power, I will not deny that. But do you not think the world deserves a second chance? The state it's in, its grotesque nature. You could be in charge of reshaping it. You could serve me and recreate the world however you see fit. Alec, how do you respond?
No.
One last chance. I could save you from this tower, take you directly to the core, destroy it. Because in all of the scenarios, all of the realities where you made it past this part, 2 of you died.
I said no.
Well, if that is truly how you feel, then I suppose you will be with me soon enough. Unless, of course, you've had a change of heart.
Varnast, how do you respond?
Kiss my ass.
You can see that the bout of flame laughs as the shadow slowly begins to rise and envelop this cliffside. And speaking to all of you, it says,
just so you're aware, you've made a very big mistake in healing Varnast. Tell me, Alec, what can your rage do against fire? Nothing. Nothing at all. Your selfishness blinds you, and it will be your downfall. Your pride. You will fail, and should you not choose to serve me in the land of the living, you will serve as my thrall in the land of the dead. This will not be the last you see of me. Good luck, and I hope for your sake, this reality is different.
With that, the flame rushes in around all of you, and in that moment you all wake, as you could feel the shadow begin to fill your lungs, almost suffocate you, breaking out of that slumber. The air returns to you. You can feel your strength returned as you successfully have the effects of a long rest. As all of you look to one another, realizing that all of you shared that moment together, you responded as one. You stood together as one. And while you couldn't hear some of the other responses, you can feel that there was one more with you in that moment. One more standing against the darkness, quipping right back at him every chance he got. You look to one another rested, and you look to the Tower of Mordekesh, knowing what awaits you. As you stand, you feel this bout of strength, this divine gift from that potion and from the experiences you've had so far. As you march towards the Tower of Mordekesh, you do not march there as level 11, but you march there as level 12.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Whoop whoop.
So, welcome to level 12. You've earned it.
I should say so.
Because you'll need it. Whoa! Got a little hairy there throughout the session, and level 12 is going to be good in here. I think that this is going to be fun. This Tower of Mordekesh.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it'll be long. It'll probably be maybe a session or two of just combat. So mentally prepare yourselves for that. As it's going to be pretty intense. Oh. All right. Well, by the way, just for Varnast, you can change your prepared spells over that type of long rest as well. So
I'm probably going to keep them the same, but I will double check.
Okay.
That.
Dash wanted to
might be some things change. That's
inform you. You can do that. And you also leveled up, so you'll have new access to spells that you see fit. And yeah, well, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you so much for playing, everybody. I appreciate all of you, and I hope to see you all next week. You can either re-roll or take the average, because if it's below the average, you can re-roll.
What's the average? 5 or 6?
It's 5, yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciate you. And I suppose then we will see you next week. Either tune in tomorrow for the Isles of Iverion, or tune in next Tuesday for the Salamander Coast, or come back next Friday for the Explorers of Efera. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.